Well, we're here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here for the running of the Race for Mental Health 195 here from Atlanta Motor Speedway, and welcome to the ASCA pre-race show. Dunn's going to be a little late today, so he should be here by the time we're done with qualifying. For the time being, it's going to be me. We're going to have Armani here joining us here in just a little bit, and we're waiting for more people to come in here so we can get some pre-race interviews going. But for the time being, if you did not watch this morning's ASCA Hot Seat episode, I'm going to clue you in. We had ourselves our second suspension. Marcus Vanderlee having an off-track incident with our defending champion, Diego Roldan, leading to his suspension. If you want to get more about that, you can go ahead and watch the newest Ask a Hot Seat episode where we go all through it. But we're going to be getting over to Atlanta Motor Speedway here tonight. And if Atlanta was a tough track, I went ahead and did some laps over here earlier this afternoon, and I'll tell you, it is going to be a handful. This setup is going to be very tight, but with Atlanta in nature, it's always going to have a bit of looseness to it, especially as these tires wear. It is going to be the roughest tire wear that we've seen so far this season. For starters, I'm going to go ahead and bring in our first driver, Ty Smith. Tyler, get in here. Hey, man, how you doing tonight? Oh, wait, hold up. 1 second. All right, now they can hear you. How you doing?
Gavin, what's going on?
I'm doing all right myself. I'll tell you, I'm really looking forward to tonight's race. I know that you haven't shown up to all the races so far. I don't know how much practice you've gotten here this afternoon, but how are you looking towards tonight's race?
I'll be honest, it's my first race of the season aside from missing the 500, so I'm going to be... I don't know, I'm really excited, to be fully honest with you. I'm excited to finally get some laps down in my absolutely beautiful Coors Banquet Chevrolet Impala that Chris Lilly made.
Yeah, I saw that. It looks real nice.
That's what I'm saying, right? The car's freaking awesome. And I just got back from my computer science class, and I'm about to put down the first laps of the week, which will be the first laps at this combo for me, but I should be all right. 3K, right? I should be fine everywhere.
Oh, yeah, no. If you're at 3K, you're fine. Absolutely. You'll definitely have a bit of an edge over some of the people, and I'll tell you about your scheme. There are other people that are running it. Me and Chris, we were doing I want to say it was Gen 4 at Charlotte 2 weeks ago, and like there was someone running it. There was someone. Yeah, there were people running it. It threw me and Chris completely off guard. We were like, wait a minute, that looks familiar. And then Chris like double checked. It was like, yeah, no, people are running your scheme. But yeah, I know. But when it comes to your expectations, obviously you said this is going to be your first start. You're not too familiar with the competition that you're going to be running with here tonight. So I want to ask, what's your expectation setting for yourself?
Myself, to be honest, I just want to get through the whole race clean. I want to try to compete for a top 15 or a top 10 if I can manage that. Atlanta is a somewhat strong track for me. I got a lot of laps down sometime this year. I think it was earlier in the year when Atlanta was in the off season. It was I think all the 4 series went to Atlanta. It was like ARCA, Gen 4, and then CB and A. So I was just like nonstop running this freaking track, the old oval. So we're gonna see how my muscle memory for those cars translates to this car, because this car is nothing like what I've driven before. I'm kind of worried. But,
well, you're going to have some time. All right, you're going to have a good 30-minute practice session if you qualify in, which you should with your 3K rating. You'll have another 10-minute warm-up, so you should be able to get some decent practice. I'm going to go ahead and let you go now, 30 minutes until the session rolls up. I wish you the best of luck, and nice talking to you again, man.
1 second before you go.
Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. Go ahead.
Is there a 5% power penalty?
So I'm pretty sure Chris is going back and forth with it. They're making last-minute setup adjustments. I am pretty sure that it's either at 3% or 4%.
All right, I'm going to put it at 3.5.
It should say it in the session info, but I don't know for sure.
All right.
Well, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, no problem. You have a good night, man.
You too.
All right, let's go and bring in our defending race winner, James Thurston. Get on in here. Hey, James, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
All right, well, came off your first win of the season, first ASCA career victory for you at Auto Club last week. You're going to be coming to an even rougher, even faster racetrack here tonight at Atlanta. How you feeling about it?
I'm feeling pretty good. Just felt like I'd come in here and see if you'd interview me for the pre-race here, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm hoping this race is real good. He uses a loose setup here. I ran a couple of practice laps and it felt fun. and I can't wait for the race.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be a handful here tonight. I was telling you last week about, your competition here with Hyder. All right. We have a few new guys coming in here, have high I ratings. I want to ask, how's the racing going to be out there? How is overtaking going to be? And overall, how are you going to fight through the field?
Well, hopefully I don't have to fight through the field because they just wreck back in the field. But
oh, yeah, they do that.
Yeah, I think if we can just get the bad eggs out early and have some good long runs to the end, it'll be a really fun race. Just hope we can start to have less yellows here. But I know the restarts are going to be the biggest killer. I think once we can get past turn 1, really turn 2, we'll be fine. But it's just getting in the restart zone. These guys aren't going to understand it. They're just going to slam it and it's going to spin the tires and they're going to wreck. I guarantee you it. Happen at least once or twice.
Yeah, no, I think that's gonna happen for sure. I mean, I even went out there. I mean, on the backstretch when those tires get worn, I went out and did a few practice laps early just to get an idea of what you guys would be experiencing. Sometimes you'll just get straight up loose. You get a bad bump on the backstretch and lose the back end a little bit. So it's definitely gonna be a handful here for these guys. I'm hoping that they figure out that less throttle might be better for some of these guys, but. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. You're coming into this with a good chance of fighting for the point lead here very soon. You're one of the fastest guys here, and you seem to be really excited for tonight's race. A lot of confidence for you, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go ahead and bring on in. First off, I want to go ahead and bring in my co-commentator, a good friend of mine. Armani, get in here. Hey, Armani, how you doing tonight, brother?
We're doing good, Gavin. We're
Yeah.
good. We're ready for some ASCA Not in America.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. Well, we got some guys we got to talk to here. First off, I want to bring in, I believe that coming into tonight, let me just double check. Let me check the website before I bring it in, because I was looking at it earlier this week, and I could not believe it. Well, I guess I shouldn't say I couldn't believe it, but, with his confidence coming into this season, I'm surprised he's up here. 4th in the standings right now. Richard Cherry has had a very quiet but consistent start to your season. Richard, how you doing tonight?
Well, I was just doing algebra 2 homework and all of that, but yeah, I'm doing good.
Richard, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What's going on with the profile picture? What's going on with that?
All right, so it's Sonic with Spanish soccer team. It's not even one of the main ones, so.
A soccer team Sonic.
Yeah.
I love that so much. All right, well, Richard, each race that we're going to, again, I keep bringing this up every time I talk to you because I feel like things are going to start changing with you as the season goes on. But starting off the season, you did not have a lot of confidence at all at probably the easiest track for the Gen 4 and the COT at Daytona. Each race that we've gone through so far has been getting progressively rougher and faster. We're going to the roughest, fastest racetrack that we've had yet on the schedule here tonight at Atlanta. So I want to ask you, how's your confidence coming into tonight?
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I'm in qualifying. I don't think I'm going to run that fast. I mean, I've been running 31.8. Right now it's just practicing, so 31.7. So I don't think I'm going to be that fast. And in the race, I'm probably going to get better because I'm better in the long run. So
yeah, I know you are, but you're right now sitting 4th in the standings. I want to ask you, 3 races into the season so far, did you expect yourself to be in this position?
Nope.
Not at all. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you go here, Richard. All right, you have a lot to learn. You still have a good 30 minutes before practice. You have a 30-minute practice, and then you'll surely make the race. I have no doubt in my mind you will make it. But then you'll have your 10-minute warm-up. Hopefully that will give you enough time to learn this racetrack, maybe shove off a few tenths there. I wish you the best of luck.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and bring in. I think I absolutely fucked up right there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Owen Chabinski next. Owen, get in here. All right.
I don't feel like it.
Yeah, you don't feel like it? All right, but I don't have to ask you how you're doing. I know that you've been working on that new scheme all day.
I have been.
All right, first off, I want to ask you, have you done any practice yet for Atlanta yet?
Nope.
No.
Not a single lap.
Okay, all right, so, all right, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, Owen, but, obviously, you're a guy that's learning. All right, you might want to get a few laps in at some point because this is a rough one.
I'm loading in
All right. Well, I'm telling you right now,
I do plan on it.
I've done like 5 laps in the COT ever. I ran a 31.4. Richard's struggling with a 31.8. You gotta find some
Oh,
time.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll run a 38.4.
All right, don't do that. But, oh, and I do have some good news for you. You're right now in the last spot in the chase, 12th, 1 point to the good. I want to ask you, what's your confidence coming into tonight with defending that position, maybe even getting higher up?
Again, it's a repeat of every other race. I'm not confident at all. It's a fast car, it's a loose car. 2 things I am not good at. But I said the same thing in Auto Club, and we see how that turned out.
Yeah, you got a shit ton of points right there. Top 10 finish out of that, so you were able to get a good one.
I thought Auto Club was my worst track on the sim. And
Yeah.
I pulled a 7th place out of my butthole.
Well, oh, and you're going to have to pull something else out of your ass tonight because you're coming to a faster, rougher racetrack here. How are you feeling?
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Whether Freddie is throwing it back.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
All right.
Continue the question.
No. Actually, you know what? That's the perfect way to end this off with you. Withered Freddy throwing it back. All right. I'm going to wish you the best of luck here tonight, Owen. Hopefully you have a good run. Hopefully you learn a lot. And hopefully you make the race first and foremost. I hope so too.
Really, Brian, I gotta hope that only like 40-something guys show up. And enough guys
I
crash out and
I wouldn't be surprised. All right, and finally, right now, the last in line, Levi. Levi, get in here. Levi, this has not been the season to remember for you so far. Outside the top 25 in points, you've wrecked in every single race. Now, we have gotten rid of that Cannon Vaughn fucker. That's the first good news for you. Will not get full throttle, but what's the plan for tonight? Because you've wrecked in all 3 races. All right, you are nowhere near champion, even chase contention. What's the plan tonight to turn things around?
Plan for tonight is just to finish the race. We've had some really bad luck this season. Then we were getting to 20 to go in the 500, said let's push, and got involved in the big one. Vegas got involved in the big one. Auto Club got killed. I just need to finish a race, dude. I'm not really worried about finishing top 10, top 15. I just need to finish. Get some sort of momentum going on my side.
And what's the plan to get around that? Because this is a very versatile racetrack, all right? There's a lot of different lines that you can run. There's a lot of people in different experience levels coming in tonight. I talked to Thurston. He's very confident. We just got done talking to Chabinski. 0 confidence. Where are you going to position yourself on track to prevent the carnage?
I don't know. I'm not confident I'm going to make the race right now. I don't know.
What's your times looking like?
32 threes.
Okay, brother, you need to figure it out. 32 threes?
I don't know if the top or the middle or the bottom's
Okay. It doesn't matter what line you're running. Clearly, whatever's going on with you has nothing to do with lines. Because you should not be running 32s. Are you getting tight, loose? Like, what's going on with your car?
Way too loose. The car is
Okay,
way too loose.
you need to... I think you're using too much throttle. Either you're using too much throttle or you're not being smooth enough with your throttle. All right, you got to do a mixture of both. Again, I don't run.
My throttle.
Yeah, because I don't run the COT, and I ran a 31.4, and I've heard like only a few people able to go faster than that. So I don't know what's going on with you. But yeah, 32 is not gonna cut it, bud. You gotta figure it out.
Yeah, I need some good luck. I just need to get the season turned around.
Yeah, hopefully that starts here tonight, Levi. I'm gonna go and let you get some more practice laps. Hopefully you get in those 31s.
Me too. I hope that also.
All right, Armani. Now that we've gotten through everybody, I want to ask you, what's your expectations coming into tonight? Because this is definitely going to be the most versatile race that these guys have had to go through so far.
Well, I'm going to say this is I know the reason why reason Chris moved us from Bristol to Atlanta is because, to get a better gauge of the, to put it nicely, the guys suck. Guys suck and they're going to suck at Bristol.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be much better here in Atlanta, if Auto Club is any indication.
Yeah, I want to believe in these guys, all right? Because these are my boys, but I got to agree with you, Armani. I mean, I've said this to multiple people we talked to. I mean, this is even rougher and faster than Auto Club. And if they can't handle Auto Club, I can't see how they're going to handle Atlanta. But, Chris has added a bit of restriction to the horsepower. All right. He's made a setup that's pretty tight if you overdrive the corner. But, this is Atlanta. You're obviously going to be loose no matter what kind of setup you make. So I'm just praying that the people that make the race here tonight can take it easy, try to work on it lap by lap instead of trying to win the race in turn one. Thurston mentioned that he's hoping that they can just make it off the line. This is definitely going to be the first time that these guys are going to be experiencing any kind of wheel spin off the start line. So hopefully they're able to get that covered real quick. And hopefully we don't have too many cautions, because believe me, if we can get a long green flag run, multiple long green flag runs, I mean, that's going to be some of the best racing we've seen so far.
We will. I'm just saying, we're going to.
I hope so.
No ifs, ands, or buts. We are going to.
Well, while we wait here, we have another 20 minutes to go. We have a few more people that have come in. Let's start off with Wayne Kennedy. We just got done talking to Levi Leip and talking about his bad season. Lane has unfortunately not been much better. He's gotten involved in a lot of wrecks too. Wayne, how you doing tonight?
Hey, pretty good.
So, talk about your season so far, because unfortunately, it hasn't been much better than Levi, saying outside top 25 in points, got involved in multiple wrecks during the season so far. And what's the plan to turn around here tonight?
The dumbest bet I've taken in the week.
Oh no.
What did you do?
Gavin,
What did you
so
do?
for $50, I sold my soul to the devil, or my
Wayne?
friend Jared.
Only 50?
I got a raw dog this entire race.
You know what? You were telling Chris about that. Okay, do you want to tell the viewers about your plan? What's your plan here?
So for $50, I can't practice outside of
my
the
God.
session when it goes up at 8 o'clock.
Oh God.
I can't use Discord. I can't use iRacing chat, which is commonly heard in the ASCA Dialed Up episodes, which you've all only heard me say bowling sounds.
Yeah, bowling sounds.
And I can't speak at all. I can't use Spotify at all. I'm basically sitting there, just me, car, and nothing else.
There's another one. There's another one that's very important and probably the worst one.
Yeah, I forgot. No chickening out of at the beginning of the race, like, oh, they're gonna wreck out the first 3 laps. No, I gotta drive through it now. I gotta be a man.
Now, I have another idea that I want you to add on. No pitting. Unless you have to.
Say what?
Unless you have to pit for fuel, no pitting.
Yeah.
That is
no
a
pitting.
horrible idea.
I think it's a great idea. Think about the track position he'll get.
No, I'm about to become
half
Ethan
a
Harrison.
straightaway.
I'm
Well-
about to become Ethan Harrison last week.
Well, Armani, think of it this way. If these guys are going to be wrecking every restart, him staying out is actually a great idea.
Yeah, but if it's a long green flag run, I'm getting those tires, and I'm gonna take whatever positions I got when I pit with them.
All right.
But if they're
we'll get
wrecking,
one
I'll
green
stay
flag
out,
run.
and if my car is clean, of course.
Well, Wayne, I'm going to go ahead and say if this somehow works, I guess we'll figure out whether this somehow works later on, but I wish you the best of luck. All right, you seem to have... I don't know if this is really going to be the way you're going to get yourself back in the chase hunt, but fuck it, we ball, Wayne. Fuck it, we ball.
Yes, fuck it, we ball. I know the track more than I know the car, but that car I've been through every ASCA practice session with. Every test race, almost. So I'd say I know the car a little bit more than some people.
All right, well, hopefully things go well. And... Armani, this man's going to die.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that
He
man-
will most definitely.
That if he makes the race, that is a dead man. We're going to have our first
There is
ask.
no ifs, ands, or buts. He is 100% going to die.
Oh, God. All right, well. Armani, unfortunately, Dunn is not here right now. He's probably... I don't even know what he's doing, but... Oh, well, I was going to get into our ASCA picks, but we have a new victim. And go figure, it's another man that's been having a really rough go at it this season. ASCA veteran James Andrus, get in here, bud. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, I guess.
You sound very depressed. I don't believe that for a second. You sound so depressed. What happened?
Well, I had a bad race weekend.
You had a bad
That's what
race
happened.
weekend?
Yeah,
Yep.
I got second. I hate that.
You got second. Wait a minute.
Yep.
Hold on. What do you do again?
Go-karts.
You know, I probably should have assumed that from the profile picture. Well, hey, second's fine. Second's
No, not for me.
Not for you.
You know what? I respect that.
I don't. I think you gotta appreciate every position that you get on track, brother.
No, because the guy that beat me only beat me because his engine's better.
Well, sounds
You ain't
like.
first, you're last.
Well, all I'm saying is that a little bit of robbery didn't hurt anybody.
Anyhow.
Anyhow, no, I mean it. Just go take the engine.
Oh, yeah. Let me do that.
Yeah, just switch it out. But anyway, James, it has been a rough season for you so far. You've gotten involved in multiple wrecks. You've gotten involved in multiple arguments over the radio. You got rammed in the ass by Aiden Smith at Vegas. I didn't even fucking see. Were you even at Fontana?
Oh, yeah, I got taken out in a big one.
Oh, you know what? You were. So, unfortunately, it has been a rough go at it for you this season. So, I've asked this to multiple people so far. We're going to the 4th race of the season. We're starting to see our championship contenders start to show their prowess up in the point standings. What's the plan here tonight to turn your season around?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is.
Because no matter what, I'm getting taken out.
Well, that's not the right attitude to have.
This is ASCA, bud.
What happened to the James Andrews I used to know? All the way back in season 4, when you'd be running up front, taking bitches. What happened to that one? Now you're just depressed.
The
You're-
ego is shattered.
You're depressed and sad. I don't like that.
Well, that's what happens.
Well, you're no fun.
There's so many, started P25 at Fontana.
Yeah.
Fighting for P15, and then blinked card just ruins all of that.
Oh yeah, that was fucking that was Doggo. That was F1 Doggo.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go here, James. Hopefully hopefully you stop being sad. I don't like people that are sad.
Oh, well, you can fix that.
I can't fix that.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See, I can fix anything. I'm a great therapist.
Inspiring.
But anyway, before James interrupted us, we were about to have our Ask a Picks. Now, maybe I'm being a little premature, or maybe I'm just trying to fill up time because we have 15 minutes left and no one's here that we haven't talked to yet. So,
Fair enough.
I'm going to come up with you. All right, we have not seen these guys on track yet. We're only going based on the previous results. Who are you picking to win tonight's race?
Well, I'm looking at the point standings right now, and specifically average finish. So the top 3 are the only top 3 with an average finish that's under 10th. Alexander Hyder, Frank DeAngelis, and Eloa Hankins. I probably butchered his name.
No, it's Keola.
Aola. Okay, I was honestly about to say her name because it sounded like a girl's name. But anyway. Anyway.
Good thing he's not here tonight.
Anyways, so I think it's going to be very similar to Auto Club. You're going to have your typical guys up front. You're going to have a lot of spins. You're going to have a lot of crashes. I am interested to see what the reduction in horsepower is going to do, and especially what gear these guys are going to take going into turn number 1 on the restarts. Are they going to take the traditional second gear, or because of the wheel spin, will they have to even go into third gear?
Ooh.
That's, I think, it's going to be the biggest point in this race. Now, obviously, for the fact of can you race the track, but what gear are you going to take, and which is going to be the best gear to take on the restart?
Well, I can tell you this much. I was doing some practice laps trying to get an idea for what these guys are going to be experiencing here tonight. And obviously, I'm nowhere compared to the fast guys, right? I barely run the cars. But I'll tell you, that engine reduction, if it does anything, barely noticeable. Because I'll tell you, that thing is still trying to step out on the back, off the corners, especially out of turn 2. If you run the bottom coming out of turn 2, you're practically sliding on ice coming out of there heading towards the wall. So even with the reduction in horsepower, which surely is a help for some of these guys that have a hard time running at full throttle, it's definitely still going to be a handful. You're going to need to know a thing or two about these cars to be able to run it right.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I know you mentioned ASCA picks earlier. Which, by the way, if you want to get off, possibly win $5, go to the Discord and look at ASCA picks. Totally not a shameless plug. But anyway, no, for my pick, I think it's about time that this guy gets it done. He was close last week. He was close at Vegas. Alexander Hyder, I think, is finally going to get that first win of the season at Atlanta. He's one of the few guys that I've seen that can actually handle, these really loose cars and these really worn out surfaces. So I'm going to take the 24 to go to victory lane.
I think that that's a pretty good pick. One second. There it is. All right, I think that's a pretty good pick right there. I would be very tempted to go with Hyder myself, but I like having a little bit of fun here. Hyder is definitely the most likely to win, besides from Thurston, but I'm not going to pick either of them. We have fun here. So for tonight, I'm going to go with a man that's right now sitting 7th in points. He is great at putting himself in the right position at the ends of these races. He had a good run going at Daytona. He was going to have a good run at Vegas before he got Osama bin Trafari'd on the second to last restart. And he had a decent running at Auto Club. I'm going to go with Miles Davis, number 33, in that beautiful yellow car that we've seen that big face on every week. I don't know. I don't think there's anything special about his driving. I just think that he'll have himself in the right position at the right time here tonight.
Nothing special about his driving, but something special about that car with that big face.
Yeah, no, that is one of my personal favorite cars that we've had so far. But we have about 10 minutes till practice. We've pretty much gone over. You know what? Actually, no. I lied. You're here now, so I get to ask you about this now. Earlier this week, we had our second suspension. Marcus Vanderlee doxed a kid.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I want to hear your thoughts about that. Because I know you watched the Hot Seat episode, so you know what happened there. I want to hear your thoughts about that one.
Well, when I saw it, I was like, I saw it on the Discord, but briefly, because I had to mute the Discord every 30 minutes because I get spam. But then I saw it, and then I was like, huh, that's an address. That's weird.
Hey, that's an address.
Oh, that's weird.
That's so weird.
So, yeah, so I was looking at that, and then I was looking more into it, and I heard, oh, he's gonna get suspended. Caden told me some things here and there, and I was like, yeah, that is weird. That is creepy. If someone just randomly, just sent food over to my house. Now, granted, I'm not a minor, so I mean, it's whatever. But I'd be like, let's see, I got a bow, I got a gun, I got nuts. Like, what am I using for this assault?
Free food. Look, all I'm saying is free food's free food.
I mean, yeah, I'm still gonna eat the food. I'm gonna thank you, and now I have to kill you.
Yeah, but Marcus will be back in 2 races time, which, let me take a quick look at our schedule. That's going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway Legacy, so that's going to be 3 weeks from now on September 16th. So he's got to have a long break to ponder over that one. He'll miss out on Atlanta. And unfortunately, and you might not know this, he will be missing out on Watkins Glen. Now, this race is special for him because this is when he should have gotten his first career ASCA victory, but he got a penalty because, infamously enough, our first big ASCA moment came from this race when he was racing with our very own Dunn for the win. He basically just cut the chicane to pass him on the final lap, and yeah, he got penalized. And that move, I'm going to put it in general so you can take a good long look at it, is that went down as Sex 42. Yeah, if you want to look at it. As you can see, he just cut right through there. Sex 42. So
that's not as egregious.
It's
as
not.
I thought it would be.
It's not, but he he got a good penalty out of that one.
Warranted a penalty, not as like I thought this would just be unbearable. Like literally, like he just got it. I mean, he hit a little bit of the curb, so I mean, he got 2% of the racing surface?
Yeah.
2%.
Whatever happened to it, that was all the way back 4 years ago. He would end up getting his first win at Dover, beating Chris at his home track anyway. So he ended up doing some trolling nonetheless. But we're gonna go and take a quick break. We have about 8 minutes until we get practice underway, and we'll be right back shortly.
Yeah, it's it's partly cloudy, so the sun and clouds will come and go.
Need for
Hot
Speed
Pursuit and
Carbon is
Rivals.
the best.
I need to play Rivals, dude.
Rivals.
Need for
Rivals
Speed
is so-
Carbon.
Rivals is the bet.
I remember Rivals being
but it's the
good.
best I've ever played.
Let's see. How are my pedals shivering?
I haven't played Rivals since I was like what in the 3rd grade. So
I gotta fix my settings in my garage.
God.
I guess it's what the better newish ones.
no, I liked
I just
2012.
don't like
Most,
them.
I liked 2012 Most Wanted. That was good.
Man, I hate Levi Light.
Me too.
Brad Keselowski is on railroad tracks.
Man.
Brad Keselowski's on railroad tracks and the train's coming towards him.
Where'd the front end of the car go? It's over there.
Oh.
Hey, we got new colors out there. We better get these in for lightning.
I need Brad Keselowski to throw.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and open up One. All right. And we are back. And 1 second, the NDI is way too big. Let's make that a little smaller. And 1 moment. There we go. Wait, no. Wait, give me 1 moment. There we go. All right, much better. Well,
That's a lot of moments there, bud.
yeah, hold on. I'm figuring it out. That is the game capture. NDI.
Where Osama bin Jafari is.
Osama bin Jafari is doing something. Oh yeah, also, let me quickly...
On track.
1 second. We're very professional here at ASCA. We make last-minute adjustments all the time.
Hey, that's the showbiz.
Yeah, that's just how things are. Alright, there we go. So we are here for practice. 16 minutes to go here in the session. Let me quickly pull up the stream just to make sure that I'm doing new settings here for tonight. So hopefully it's all good. Also, quickly, let me just mute my mic so I can see the my voice. Here, can you talk really quick?
Yeah, so I'm noticing just some things here. Number one, in practice, everyone is crashing, so typical ASCA. Typical ASCA.
Typical ASCA. All right, now I'm going to talk really quick just to make sure I can compare the noise of you versus me. All right, I'm going to mute my mic really quick. I'm going to listen to it.
Alright. I don't know if this is just my trading paints kind of being wonky, but does Chris Lilly not have a sponsor?
It's your training paints fucking up. He does have a
Okay.
stream.
Yeah, it's
Speaking
just
of
like
which,
a base.
let me make sure mine's on.
Mine is on. I think mine
Oh,
is
you
on.
know what? I just realized something.
What?
I forgot to download our cameras for this race, so let me quickly do that. That's something that I need to do.
Well, I'm going to quickly back out, and I'm going to come back in just to make sure everything is functioning properly.
Alright, perfect. See guys, here at ASCA, it isn't just me having problems, alright? I'm not the problem here. Sometimes. Alright, where is
We're
it?
professionals here at
Bro,
ASCA.
me and Wizard talk too much. I mean that in a nice way. There it is, Jesus. I was looking for that. There we go. Alright, let me find Hotlanta. There it is. If you heard that, no you didn't.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, good.
So, we're good.
Yeah, no. One of them tried to escape.
Uh-oh.
And then go to our documents.
Alright,
Go to our
let's see what we got
cameras,
here.
our tracks. Alright, I gotta do something real quick. I gotta do something. Who is calling me? 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, my trading paints is still acting up. Okay, they just crashed. And so did Jafari and a bunch of guys. Alright. We're off to a great start here. Practice. I don't need that. And you said you'd finish top 10. said, but. Alright, so Miles Davis is first, followed by Jeremy Cook, Ethan Harrison in the top 5. Then Dimitri Mondros, Alexander Hyder, Aldem Contreras, probably butchered his name, James Thurston, and James Andrus. Chris Lilly and Ethan Moses is the top 10. I will say, I am kind of surprised how close everyone is. I thought this field would be a lot more spread out to the guys who are really going to be up front compared to the guys who are going to be in the back. But I am surprised how close everyone is right now. Like, everyone is in the 31s. Like, the whole field is within a second of each other. Yeah, I mean, even Trafari, Levi Light, they're in the back at certain times, too. Ice Smith in the back as well. Hayden Mobley Kelly in the back, and no shocker there. He's kind of in the middle of the pack. This is going to be a really interesting race. I think if this practice is any indication, I think it's going to be a lot more competitive than even I originally thought. Charles. Just seeing all these guys, like, just how tight this field is. I did not see this coming. I mean, it's practice, so there's still plenty of, there's still plenty of time between now and the race, but... So, Miles Davis is still up front in the 33 car leading practice with about 9 minutes to go. Followed by Jeremy Cook, Ethan Harrison, Dimitri Mondros, and Alexander Hyder making up the top 5. Aldom Contreras, James Thurston, James Andrus, Chris Lilly, Ethan Moses round out the top 10. And some notable guys in the back. You got Connor Trafari all the way down to 27th in practice. Levi Lipe at 28th in practice. So, again, the field is so close. The difference between first and even a guy like Trafari and Lipe is only about 4/10, not even half a second between first and 27th and 28. That is what's really shocking to me. Even Jacob Mitchell, the slowest guy in practice, he's just a little over 8/10 off the pace.
All right, apologies for that. I got a little busy with something upstairs. But I've returned. I have returned.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back to ASCA Not in America.
Oh, thank you. But we got about 7.5 minutes here left in the session before we drop these guys down here for qualifying. And my pick, Miles Davis, right now top of the board by about 0.03 of a second over Cook. Then we have Harrison, Mondros, Hyder, Contreras, then Thurston, Andrus, Lilly, and Moses entering the rest of the top 10. And we have a huge crash going down into turns 3 and 4.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Now, real quick, I was doing something before I did this. So let me go ahead and quickly set this up.
There's the Lily paint scheme.
Yeah, now you got it.
I was saying this while you were away. I am actually shocked how close the field is.
Yeah,
Like,
no. All
everyone
things
is
considered.
separated by like, yeah, everyone is only separated by like 0.8 of a second. And that's from Davis all the way to the guy who I forgot. I literally just checked this. Jacob Mitchell. We're
Let's
talking
take-
the difference of 0.8 of a second.
Yeah, no.
Could it be that reduction in horsepower?
It could be. In fact, I'd go as far as say it absolutely is. I think that's a big contributor to what we're seeing right now. But, you know, everybody around here is struggling for grip. Everyone around this racetrack is fighting for grip. And I think that could be an equalizer as well.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean,
One
I
second.
just saw smoke. Looking at Miles Davis right now. That is definitely Miles. Your paint scheme is definitely a paint scheme of all time.
Oh, absolutely. That is a... Oh, I love his paint scheme. His paint
And I
schemes
think he
are the
just
best.
went into the wall.
Yeah, we're right now following Cole Swagger right now, 32nd. And yeah, I mean, 0.6 between 32nd and first. All things considered, that ain't too bad for a track like Atlanta.
Well, here's another thing, too. Guys, I'm kind of surprised. Connor Trafari, only 27th fastest. Levi Leip, only 29th fastest. I thought those guys would be a lot more up there. Then again, it's only about 0.4. We just talked about how close the field is. But I thought those guys would be up there a little bit more.
Yeah, but we'll figure it out here. And this track is aging as well. So, you know, new lap times, fast lap times to be specific, are hard to come by here towards the end of practice as rubber is laid down on the racetrack. We have minus 5 minutes to go here in practice before we go into our qualifying session. A good qualifying session it will be. And it looks like for this session we'll be on board here with Davis. Right now we're on board with Elijah Innes. 31.389, 0.3 off pole position in practice. And you see just how sideways he's getting out of turn 4, jerking the wheel to the right.
Oh, and we got a spinner here. It's the 5, and that was George Tosma.
Yeah, Tosma.
I think.
There you go.
Yeah, Tosma. And now my camera's got on Caden Mobley Kelly, currently 15th. I talked with Caden earlier today, not just because, you know, we go to the same university, but you know, he was talking about, first of all, how he was going to finish top 10. And second, he talked about how this track with this setup, he wouldn't even know if he was going to compete inside the top 20. And now, here he is in the 15th position, so he might have a decent day. You know me, I'm the resident Caden Mobley Kelly hater, so it pains me to say he will have a good day.
Yeah, well, he actually had a pretty decent run at Auto Club Speedway. He was fighting for a top 10 all night long. So, you know, going to even rougher racetrack like Atlanta, it might suit him a little bit better compared to before, because he just doesn't really seem to be good on these smooth racetracks like Daytona and Vegas. Right now we're watching Owen Chabinski came off his first top 10 of the season at Auto Club last weekend, got himself into 12th in the standings, putting himself into chase contention. Unfortunately, his lap times aren't near that par right now. 31.499, 0.5 off the top spot. We'll see if he can pick it up here in qualifying. And we got a line of guys here coming off the pit lane here. Leading him off is Clinton McDonald. Then we got Ethan Harrison, Daniel Botting. Then we got, oh God, I know him. It's P-Daz, but I don't know. This is definitely not a, all right, before I even say anything, Armani, help me out here. The 92, how do you pronounce that first name? Aladam, I don't know. Aladam sounds right. Oh God. I know it's Contreras. I know that's like the last name. That's easy, Contreras, but oh God. And go figure you're not responding. Go figure. I'm in this fight by myself. God damn it. Well, hopefully I'm just not going to say this guy's first name. I'm just not going to say his first name. It might be Aladdin. I don't know. It might be Aladdin. I don't know. Holy It's Contreras. It's Contreras. It's Pete-Az, everybody. He's been in the ASCA community for a little while. He is coming in here tonight. I believe that if he can qualify for tonight's race, you see Groob going around there. This will be its first start. There's Cole Swagger there in the 91. It has not been the season to remember here for him so far. He's really been struggling, getting involved in a lot of other people's messes here during the first 3 races of the season. Trying to see if we can get someone on track
I am
here.
back.
I need you to help me out with something. Go find the 92. How am I supposed to pronounce that first name?
I am literally looking at the 92 right now, believe it or not.
Is it Aladdam? It might be Aladdam or Alad. I'm assuming it's Aladdam, but I might be wrong.
Aladdam? Yeah, I'm just going to say Aladdam Contreras.
Yeah, it's Contreras, yeah. So that one's easy. It's the first thing that's throwing me off.
Yeah, I'm Hispanic, so I'm going to say Contreras.
All right, well, you say that in your fancy Hispanic way.
Listen, I got someone who's been calling me
Where
out.
the fuck is Jason Gallagher? Why is he there? Why is he there? Number 85. I don't think he's supposed to be there.
Is he supposed to be suspended?
No. Look where he is.
Wait, how?
So I was doing this in practice. There's an opening. Near the exit of pit row where you can go into the road course, and he has just been, and there's collisions over there. You can go over there and collide with everything back there. So, yeah, so he's just chilling over here right now.
Well then.
Yeah, the guy's just chilling.
All right. Well, that's just what it is, and just in time for practice to conclude, as we head on into qualifying.
Yeah, buddy. Now, for qualifying, we're gonna go ahead and find the 33. There he is. Miles Davis. We're going to go ahead and follow him here for qualifying. He was the fastest in practice. He's had a decent start to his season, all things considered. Missed opportunity at Las Vegas, but it looks like tonight might be a little better. We'll see what kind of qualifying lap he runs down here in a few moments. 5 minutes on the clock here, so these guys are going to have a little bit of time. They don't have to go out immediately. They have a little bit of time here to go ahead and set their lap. If they make a mistake on the first, they can go and park it, do another hot, and try to go it for a second lap. So we'll figure it out here. But, oh my fucking God.
What?
Have you seen Davis's car?
Yes, I have. It is a paint scheme of all time.
Jesus fuck. All right, so here's Miles Davis, everybody. That's certainly a scheme.
Yep. It's definitely a paint scheme.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Everyone's bringing out the new wraps for Atlanta, I guess.
Well, he's in the wall already. He's in the wall already. And he's loose. Oh my goodness! Here he comes, starting off lap number 1. We'll see what he does here. Actually, I have some I want to try. Can I do?
Alright, he's on the outside right now, and he's already in the wall again. So this first lap is already going to have to be aborted for him. I imagine he's going to use this first lap to get a good run coming out of turn number 4, and then position himself for, hopefully, for his sake, a better lap 2. Yeah, the back end of that 33 is stepping out like crazy. Looking at the blimp view right now for Davis. Let's see how he goes into turn 1. Kind of in that middle lane. Drifts up a little bit high.
Oh, he's in the wall again.
The wall again. All right.
Yeah, hang it up, bud. Yeah, he was tracking for a 31.6, so it wasn't necessarily fast. Fastest lap from Collier, 31.5. And again, he's just wall riding. Yeah, it's all. No, he's wrecking it. There he goes.
And he's wrecking.
Yep, there goes Miles Davis.
Well, that's disappointing for Davis after being fastest in practice and just completely butchering his qualifying lap. Not what you want to see. Not what you want to see at all.
Yeah, not at all. That was unfortunately a rough one there for Davis. He won't get the opportunity to go out again. He'll be able to go out again to technically complete the lap if he wants to go out and just get some extra practice. He is able to do that. But when it comes to qualifying, that is over for him.
Look who's third.
Well, let's see if it will show up. Oh my goodness. It's Caden Mobley Kelly dropping a fast one, 31.576. Alexander Hyder, the first one to break it to the 31.4s with a 31.496. Thurston!
He becomes the second one.
Oh boy. Oh.
So I think we're really going to start seeing these times increase. Mobley's done with his qualifying lap, but I think most of these guys are going to be done with their qualifying laps right now.
Yeah, Armani, I'm telling you. Thurston and Hyder, these two always seem to find each other at the front. Eichelberry with an incredible lap after missing Vegas. He's sitting with a 31.521. That's fourth. But Thurston and Hyder, the two guys that fought it out at Auto Club, are about to fight it out again here tonight.
They're only separated by about 3/100ths of a second. And even then, like, the field is still, like, well, it's not as close here in qualifying as it was before, but I imagine that's because a lot of these guys, they probably wrecked it or they're still on their first lap. But even then, like, I'm looking at this top 10, Thurston, Hyder, Collier, Eichelberry, Gonzalez, Bondros, you know, the Caden guy, Cook, Lilly, and Cheedy. They're only separated by, like, not even 0.2 of a second.
Yeah, this is going to be an incredible one. If you know, and I've said a few of these guys this season have said how tire wear isn't really as strong as maybe some people would want to think. With how close these guys are running at top speed with maximum aggression, tire wear is absolutely going to be a must here tonight if you want to perform quick.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to have to find some... With how close the field is right now, Auto Club, I wouldn't say tire wear was as important just because it was more spread out. So, you know, you're going to take tires anyway. You're still going to do that here in Atlanta. But I think with how close the field is right now, any advantage a driver can get, they're going to have to take it. So I think tire wear is going to be more important here than it was back at Auto Club.
All right, well, we're coming towards the end of qualifying here, and surprise, surprise, Thurston, Hyder, the top two, an incredible run by both guys that are slowly showing that they're going to be the two protagonists of this season. Thurston with pole, Hyder second. How about Collier in third? Eichelberry with fourth. That's an incredible run by him. And Gonzalez Green had a rough Vegas after starting from pole position. He's going to be starting in fifth position. So with that being said, they have a 5-minute warm-up that they are going to get to right now. So we're going to go ahead and head on down. We're going to check them out here. We see Davis coming on out. This could be the last chance for all these guys to go ahead and get some laps now with qualifying under their belt. And for the first time this season, everybody is going to be making the race. And that's Chabinski already turning it around.
All right, okay.
Yeah, but it's going to be the first time this season that everybody that made it into the server will be racing. We only had 34, and I believe that if anyone else didn't set a time, they're going to be in as well. So no one will be going home.
I think this warm-up is going to be one of the most important warm-ups of the season. Again, with how close the field is, you are going to need to find any little advantage you can get, especially for a guy like Davis, who posted the fastest lap in practice and did not have a good qualifying session. He's going to have to find the right lanes to choose. He's going to have to find any little advantage he can get, because you already know he's going to charge his way up through the field. However, he is going to chew up those tires a lot. So I think, as I already see two cars crashing on the backstretch while I'm looking at Davis, I think it's going to be really important for guys like him to find any advantage he can as he works his way through the field.
All right, well, got 3 minutes to go. We're going to have some lap times coming in this time by. I see that's Ethan Moses running a 31.583.
Oh, that was Davis.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, you're right, it was. I don't know why the thing told us it was Ethan. Yeah, but look at that. Davis immediately back up to the top. Unfortunately, that qualifying lap was just not what he needed at all, and he'll have to work his way through the field, but he absolutely has speed. He's just got to work on it.
Yeah, I mean, Davis, he's got a long ways to go. He's going to be starting all the way in the 35th position as he ends, well, that's a way to end your warm-up session.
Yeah, guy just absolutely fucked it off the corner, so, Anyway, we got ourselves a starting lineup to get to. Let's go ahead and take a look, as you're going to be seeing on the screen right now. Pole position, James Thurston with a 31.468. A great run there by him. Then we got Alexander Hyder starting alongside. Then in row 2, we got Hunter M. Collier and Robert Eichelberry. Starting in row 3, we got Alexander Gonzalez Green. And in 6th place, we got Dimitri Mundros. Mundros is coming into tonight with 2 penalty points. He's got to watch it here tonight. Great run by Caden Mobley Kelly inside the top 10 in 7th with Jeremy Cook alongside. And rounding out the top 10, we got 2 guys in the chase right now, Chris Lilly and Richard Cheery. Starting outside the top 10, we got Ethan Harrison and Elijah Innes. In 13th, we got Aiden Smith IV and Aladdin Contreras. Then we got Connor Jafari, the terrorist himself, starting in 15th, with Ethan Moses making his return in 16th. Then we got James Andress and Matt Grab, the man Matt Grab, in 18th. Yeah, you got it. Rounding out the top 20, we got Aiden Arevalo and Owen Chabinski. And starting outside the top 20, we got Landon Warren and Wayne A. Kennedy. Wayne said during his pre-race interview he is going to be purposely staying out on pit road. He is going to be full throttling for Rex. Hopefully he doesn't get a suspension by the end of the night. And
He probably will.
He probably will. Starting right behind him, we got Bradley Sawinski and Clinton McDonald. And going into 25th, we got Levi Leip and Cole Swagger. Both of these guys got to figure it out here tonight. They've had a horrible start to their seasons. We got Chase Gibbons starting 27th with William McCallie starting next to him. Then we got Jason Gallagher and Brandon Thomas rounding out the top 30. Then going through the rest of the field, we got Freddie Grubin 31st, George Tolsma starting next to him, along with Ryan Arnold, Daniel Botting, Miles Davis, fastest in practice. Didn't even set a lap on his laps because he hit the wall both times, wrecked on the second. He'll be starting 35th. Then we got Jason Samito in 36th. We got Brandon Sampson, Ty Smith, Jacob Mitchell, and Joshua Smith rounding out the top 40. So, full field of guys. Nobody went home. We'll see how it rolls here tonight.
Oh, all right, Gavin, we're ready for some ASCA night in America. These top 2, they were battling all day long at Auto Club. They'll probably be battling here in Atlanta. They'll probably be battling it out for the rest of this season. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, you got the right attitude, Armani. Let's get to it. It's going to be the 96, and we're green as I'm trying to get to our leaders. We're green, and we're underway, and a big wheel spin by Katie Mobley Kelly, and everybody's going to go through the grass. That's Connor Trafari avoiding the 18 as they go towards turn 1.
Yep, that's about what I expected. I mean, I wasn't expecting that terrible restart from Mobley Kelly. He has dropped a lot of spots. I'm surprised that's not a caution because there was a couple cars going down. But in the midst of that as well, Alexander Hyder, he lost a couple spots. He's now fallen to the 4th position. And Hunter Collier, he is charging on the back bumper of James Thurston for that lead.
Yeah, well, some of these guys during the early parts of this race, some of these guys just want to go. Some guys are going to be taking it easy. And Thurston, one weakness that we noticed at Auto Club is that when he's saving tires, he's really slow. We'll see if he's figured it out here tonight. But Collier's coming up towards the back bumper.
Boy, a terrible start for Caden Mobley Kelly. Dropped all the way to the 16th position. He qualified in 7th. He lost 9 spots on that start. Just a terrible start to the race for Caden Mobley Kelly.
A great start for Ethan Harrison. He started outside the top 10. He's going for 6th right now. He's the only guy running that top right now. Everybody else on the bomb trying to save tires. Harrison's not doing that. He wants track position, going to the outside there on Jerry Cook, and now to the outside on Robert Eichelberry. He's going for the top 5 here.
Well, we know how aggressive Harrison is. He's been like that all season long. Of course, the incident with him and DeAngelis at Las Vegas, but he's not one to save tires. He is one to go for what he can get and go for it now as he's going to look to make a move on the inside. Oh, that was really tight from Ethan Harrison to go down to the bottom, all the way up to the 5th spot. Now up to 4th, Ethan Harrison. He's not saving anything right now. He wants that lead.
Yeah, so he's going to do whatever he can here to get track position. Miles Davis started all the way back in last place. Fastest lap of the race, 31.661. He's making a charge through the field.
Keeping pace with James Thurston. James Thurston, a fastest lap of a 6.92, so a couple hundredths faster. I feel like all stream long we've been saying about 3/100ths apart. Going back to this battle for the lead right now, we got about 3 cars within half a second of one another. Thurston, Collier, Hyder's been able to recover himself about 6/10 back. But, oh, not a great exit for Thurston. Here comes Collier down to the inside. He's going to make the move for the lead going into turn 3. But Thurston, can he hang on? He's going to use that outside lane. They're going to be side by side going to the tri-oval.
I don't know if you noticed, Armani, but he hit the wall. Thurston hit the wall coming out of turn 2. That's why Collier had such a big run. But Collier's taking advantage of this opportunity. But Thurston's so good here at this racetrack. He said during his pre-race interview how confident he was here at a rough racetrack like this. And he was able to whip it around the outside and hold on to the lead.
The Collier is not going away. Once again, he got the better exit coming out of turn 2. Thurston didn't hit the wall this time. He's going to go to the bottom now. He's going to get Collier a little bit squirrely, but boy, this is some fantastic racing right now. And here comes Alexander Hyder now just about 4/10 back, and Ethan Harrison now within a second.
And I'm wondering, how much is Thurston under the pressure right now? Because Thurston's so good at controlling the pace in these races. He can't control the pace right now. He has Collier all over him. Collier is controlling the pace right now. You can see in the back, they're making it 3 wide outside the top 5.
Boy, this is incredible right now. I mean, all over the field. Battle for the lead. Battle inside the top 10. Just phenomenal racing. We're only just a few laps in.
And hopefully these guys can behave and we can have a nice, long green flag run. We can watch these guys use up their stuff, going from bottom to top all over this racetrack, searching for grip. And we have a long race in our hands here, fellas. And there goes a 3-car breakaway here for the lead. Here comes Hyder to the inside here for second. He's on the move.
Hyder down the inside. We haven't seen Collier use that outside line. Let's see if he can use it to his advantage. Hyder, a good little run here. Let's see what he can do here with this momentum. The top 3 separated by a blanket with Ethan Harrison not far back. But look at Hyder back up that entry into turn number 1. He's going to look to get that exit speed coming out of turn number 2. Let's see if that pays off right now. But Ethan Harrison is there. The top 4 separated by only half a second as they go into turn number 3.
Yeah, and Alexander Hyder is mainly backing up the safe tire, and I think everybody, to an extent, is getting into that tire conservation mode now. They have the track position. One person obviously is not doing that, and that's Harrison, starting outside the top 10. He's now going for 3rd on the inside there on Alexander Hyder.
This is phenomenal right now. Thurston's got a little bit of a cushion now. He's got about 2 car lengths between himself and 2nd through 4th. But as I'm saying that right now, Hyder, he wants this lead, I think. He's saving his equipment, and I think now he's going to start using a little bit of what he's got in those 4 Goodyear tires, trying to get that 2nd spot from Collier. Those 2 are side by side right now, but keep an eye out on Ethan Harrison. If these 2 are to get scruffled up, he's going to take full advantage.
Oh, Armani, they were so close down the front straightaway, mere inches from one another. And I think you're right. I think Hyder might have the opportunity here to clear him out of turn 2. Oh, it's the wall goes Collier.
The wall.
Yeah, Collier overcorrected. Coming out of turn 2, that will give Hyder 2nd. And now Harrison's going for a charge after him for 3rd.
Oh, not a great set of corners here for Hunter Collier. He's now in danger of losing the final podium spot to Ethan Harrison. But now Hyder in clear control of that runner-up spot. Now he can set forth out James Thurston. He wasn't able to do it at the start. Now he's trying to make up for it here on, what are we on, lap number, we're on lap number 12.
Coming out
Excuse me, did you just say the podium? We
No.
don't have that in NASCAR, mister.
Hi, Don. How you doing?
I'm walking into the booth right now.
You're walking into the booth. All right, we'll let us know when you get into the session here.
The door is currently 75% open.
All right, well, Don has just joined us here. He had some business he had to attend to. Remember, if you haven't done are we doing ASCA picks this weekend here, Don?
Yes, we are doing ASCA picks, but it's closed because the race has already gone green.
Well, shit. All right, well, if you put in your ASCA pick, and it's for Thurston right now, oh boy, you are looking to get some of Dun's money, but it might not last for long. Hyder's looking to spoil the party. He's closing in here on Thurston for the lead.
Here we go. Collier, he's recovered a little bit nicely, still within a second of the lead. You got a lot of mixes here, and I think Hyder saving those tires a little bit. He's got a little bit of extra rubber because Thurston had to hold everyone off. And now we're seeing Hyder take the high line all the way down, all the way up to the wall. We haven't seen anyone do that at the front of the pack. But look at the run he's got. He's going to take the lead with no contest going into turn number 3.
Yeah, there you go. And people were saying during practice all week long, the high side is where you want to be, but the bottom is where you want to save your tires. And now you look at this. This is now a counterattack by Thurston. He knows his position is under attack. He's going back to the inside, now gets back in the line. He's now running the top, trying to use up his stuff.
Auto Club 2.0. That's what we're witnessing right now.
Two of the best
With
in the
special guests.
Well, if there was Auto Club, there'd be caught right now. So
I'm surprised there isn't.
Yeah, these guys have been
But
so
let's
good.
keep it that way.
Yeah, it's been so good so far. And now you're seeing what Hyder's doing. Hyder is running high on entry, trying to block Thurston, maybe feed a little bit of dirty air to the front of that 096, trying to stop him from having a good entry, but then he arcs it back low to guarantee he has a good exit. Thurston is no longer saving. I don't even think Hyder's saving anymore. They pulled a whole second here on Harrison, and these two, we were saying at Auto Club, we said during Hot Seat this morning, this is the top two. These are your championship contenders, and they're showing why. Thurston's looking high.
Back bumper. Oh, Thurston
my
almost got into the back bumper of Hyder.
We almost had a wreck in the back with the 36. He almost got it sideways and went into the wall of Clinton McDonald, but he managed to keep going.
All right, hey, Don.
I'm sorry.
Right,
I want to let the people know.
No,
I'm
you're
letting
fine.
the
No,
people
you're
know.
fine. No, you're fine. Here, I want to tell you something.
What's up?
Order. Me, you, Armani, then we repeat.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Just making sure you know.
We know.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure you know.
You're so
Now
cool.
that-
You're so
hey,
cool.
now-
You with your man, with the plan. Look at you. My name's Gavin
All right,
Graham.
now that Dunn is back, we're back to our regularly scheduled program.
Oh, hell
Yes.
yeah, brother. These two have completely pulled away here. Nearly a second and a half here on Harrison. Thurston and Hyder using up their stuff, trying to go after the other. It's been some incredible action, and we're only nearly 20 laps into this race.
I see the 9 of Osama bin
Thurston
Tafari.
in the wall.
Oh, trouble!
Thurston's in the wall.
There's trouble in the back.
Harrison.
Sorry to cut you off, but Harrison got into the wall and then get into Collier as well. Nearly spun it coming out of turn number 2.
Yeah, and that's big damage there, Armani. That's a lot of left front damage there on that 77. There was contact between Collier and Harrison. We'll see if we can get a replay later on in the race. We want to continue watching this green flag action. But unfortunately there for Harrison, he's fallen back to 8th place, and he has a bit of damage on the car. He's going to have to muscle that around until he gets down pit road.
We can see a lot of different lines being taken here today at this track. Luckily, the repay has not happened yet because we're in the car tomorrow. But even if there's just a lot of different lines, you can see Hyder, Thurston running different lines. Some people running low, some people running high. What do you guys think is the optimal line for, let's say, saving those tires, especially at a track like this?
Well, I imagine right now it's going to be that bottom line. We've seen the guys who are saving tires there in that bottom groove. But the high line is going to come into play soon, because you saw when Hyder took that high side, he just zoomed past James Thurston, and I think that they're going to take notice to that, and I think as the race gets on, you're going to see that
Matt grab in the wall. Almost wrecked it. Almost wrecked in front of the whole field. Not the whole field, but like the back of the field.
How are they saving it?
Well, I'll tell you, this weekend they're implementing a what's it called? I forgot. It's a little bit of a limiter on the horsepower of these cars. A 4% limit on the horsepower on the engines. And I think it's just helping them a little bit when it comes to the stabilization of these cars.
Joshua Smith is in the pits. I'm not exactly sure why.
Single file for most of our top 10. As I say that is Ethan Harrison and Robert Eichelberry almost made contact. That is for 10th place.
It's definitely. We have our leaders almost made contact there into 2. Looks like Thurston's going to try and rip it around the high side, but let's see if we can make it work down the back.
Well, he gets a little bit of a run, closes it to about a car length, not enough to make a real move. But I want to ask, with these two just pulling away from the field, are guys like Jeremy Cook, Hunter Collier, and Alexander Gonzalez, are they saving their stuff while these two just battle it out up front?
I think you have to. I think at this point you have to understand that these two are on a whole other level right now. Not only are their skill set way higher than them, but also they have that motivation of having to beat the other. They said during their post-race interviews after Auto Club how excited they are to fight each other. And we saw how immediately Thurston changed his strategy of running the track. He was saving so much on the bottom. The moment Hyder attacked, he went back at it. He's still attacking right now on the outside. I think right now if you're Cook, Collier, Gonzalez, you go ahead and accept defeat now, save tires, and try to take advantage of the more grip later.
Another fight happening right now is between Dimitri Montrose and Richard Chiri. Montrose trying to pass around the inside. Looks like he can make it stick.
I want to look to the back of the field. Caden Mobley Kelly, he started 7th, had a terrible start, all the way to 16th. He's made up a couple spots now up to the 14th position, but Mobley Kelly trying to recover from that terrible spot, but he's got a little ways to go. He's got about 4 spots in front of him, including Ethan Harrison, who's continuing to drop like a rock.
And I want to say this, for the first time this season, we're about to head into green flag lap traffic. We got a few guys up ahead here that are struggling for pace. That's Ethan Moses getting sideways. I think that's Ryan Arnold as well right behind. We're going to be having some lap traffic getting in the way of this battle.
This is going to be very scary. Who knows if these guys can't keep it, he's trying to keep it straight and just they're failing to. These guys might run into him.
Yeah, I apologize. That is not Ryan Arnold. That's William McCallie in 29th and Ethan Moses making his return in 28th. And here we go, side by side for the lead into turn 1.
Thurston high, Hyder on the bottom. He's going to get that run on the high side. Hyder nearly shuts it all. He nearly turns Hyder, but he keeps it straight. Well, you got to imagine if you're James Thurston, you want to get to the front as fast as you can before they hit.
Oh, we got a spinner on the back. Spinner back. That is the 2. It is Robert Eichelberry.
Well, I missed it. Robert Eichelberry unfortunately goes around. He was inside the top 10, and he had a great starting position in 5th. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a good one there for him. He'll have to recover a little later. McAnally gets out of the way. Ethan Moses up ahead next, and while that was going on, to the lead goes Thurston.
I'll give you a quick rundown on that. Eichelberry exited turn 2 low, and then just turned right into the wall.
Yeah,
on his own. He just lost it completely on his own.
Yeah, he was battling with Ethan Harrison for the 11th spot, and just there's no other way to say it. He just lost it.
Here come the leaders around lap traffic. Nice and safe.
Yeah, they're all ripping the wall now here. Look how close they're getting on corner entry. It's so incredible to see just how close you're willing to get. There is a little bit of side force that you can get. A little bit of air that gets compacted against the wall can help you push your car, help with a little bit of rotation. That's why you're seeing them getting so close to the wall. But if Hyder wants to make this pass, he's got to run the bottom. And there he goes to the bottom, down to turn 1.
82 of Ryan Arnold almost wrecks himself as well on the backstretch wall. Oh, and he is spinning out on the... No, he almost spins out on the front stretch. He's going obnoxiously slow. He is going through the grass.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
I'm pretty sure you're not.
I mean, I've heard of shortcuts, but I don't think that's the shortcut we're looking for.
Yeah, no, his laps are not very fast. Everyone else has been running like 31-second lap times. He's running 34.
Last time was a 35.261.
Well, actually, no, his qualifying lap was a 35.2. Jesus. 34.2, sorry. But his laps in general on pace, he's off the pace right now by a long shot.
I'm right now waiting for one of these two to hit the wall, just so close around these corners, just showing how good they are here at driving these cars. You know, Thurston was saying last week, you know, hey, I'm still learning. And I'm like, really? Are you? Because you seem to be a master at it right now, leading inches to the wall.
And Ryan Arnold's last lap was 35 seconds. Ooh, it's gotta hurt.
Not good at all.
Oh, car on the wall on the front stretch. That is James Andrus, and he keeps it going.
Oh, that's not good.
He loses it out of turn 4 and smacks the wall.
There he is.
These guys aren't able to handle these high horsepowers, aren't they?
Well, no, I think it's more of their 30 laps on old tires. They've never run a run. They've never done a run this long before.
Chase Gibbons in the wall as well. Oh my god, all these slow guys are just smacking the wall. They just can't handle losing that grip off of exit.
Yeah, well, again, I'm telling you. I mean, these guys are all starting to run the wall as Cook goes into the wall there, coming out of turn 2. These guys are running out of grip so quick. I think that we're definitely reaching the longest run of the season as we've gone over 30 laps and at one of the harshest tracks on tires, no less. This is definitely a handful for these guys.
Yeah, no, I can see. Oh, we got a spinner on the back. Another one. That is the 55 of Brandon Thomas. What did he do? He loses it at a 2 and then smacks it against the out. No, he doesn't smack any wall. He actually just loses it. He spins out.
Now, fortunately, all these spins are happening on the backstretch, and they're spinning into the infield, so they're not able. So it doesn't cause any caution. So we're able to keep it green.
We're very lucky that it's just one car spins and not multi-car spins. Else we would be pacing right now.
Yeah, so Brandon Thomas will go 1 lap down. And fellas, I mean, we're getting about nearly 35 laps into this race. Pit stops is surely going to become a problem here very shortly for these guys.
Gavin, pick up the phone.
I know. I already hung up. It was a scam call.
Gavin, I'm calling. Pick up the phone.
No, I'm not picking up the phone.
Pick up the phone, Gavin.
So here's an interesting there. That is George Tolsma on the bomb. Just came in for fresh tires. And you could just see how much more grip he has. He qualified 32nd tonight. And he is outrunning everybody.
He is clearing the 2 leaders now in front of him. But I was going to say, Thurston had a little bit of a gap to Hyder. Hyder's now reeled him back in. Now they're separated again by, now they're separated by maybe a fender's worth of a distance. But, so Thurston, I think, has a little more pace in that car unless something happened with Hyder. He has been slightly tapping the wall a couple of times throughout this run. And, yeah, I mean, especially in turn 3 and 4, I think Thurston is just not way better, but he's clearly faster in turns 3 and 4 and able to use that advantage and higher in the wall again. And for a considerable period of time, he's going to lose a lot of time now to James Thurston. This might help Thurston as he's might be able to save whatever tires are left.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have been ripping the fence for the last 10 laps or so. That is killing the tires. You can see Eichelberry down the bottom on a 4 fresh set of Goodyear tires just blowing past these guys. There is no way that these tires are healthy for either driver right now.
Oh, Ethan Moses almost loses it on the front stretch. I'm just watching all these back of the pack cars, and they're all inches away from causing cautions, and they're all just able to keep it going.
Yeah, no, it's incredible right now what these guys are capable of doing.
Well, someone who's got it back going is Alexander Hyder, and I imagine James Thurston, he used mistakes of Hyder kissing the outside wall to save a little bit of equipment to slow down his pace, because Hyder, he's made up over 3-4 tenths in just 2 laps.
Yeah, no, it's very much. It's a give and take game. Hyder gives a little, then Thurston takes, and then Thurston gives a little, and then Hyder takes. It's a back and forth.
Now, I'm wondering when these guys are going to be coming down pit road for their pit stops, because that is very crucial. We see the advantage that fresh tires at this point in the run has on the car. And frankly, whoever pits first is going to have at least for a short term, a big advantage over the other.
I think they're playing a game of chicken. They're going to see if one goes down, maybe the other follows. I think that's what they're aiming for here, waiting for the other guy to go. But if they're both waiting, then neither of them will. So this will be an interesting thing to see play out.
I feel like if turns of the 2, it's got to be Hyder that's pitting first, especially.
Oh, as you say that!
Oh, as you say that, here comes Thurston.
Thurston's coming in here.
Ooh! I want to check if he got black flagged.
Thurston's in
no,
from the lead. And we were talking about who's going to come in first, and Thurston's going to protect his lead by coming in first. If you're Hyder, you have to pit this time by.
Yeah, 100%.
I was just about to say, I mean, Hyder on paper is going to be the one at the pit, but I think if Thurston, if he just even just maybe an extra lap or two than he needed to, he get that big advantage on Hyder because I think he's been better at the tire management so far than Hyder. So if he can get that advantage, build an even bigger gap to Hyder, who's clearly been struggling, and
Hyder
it's
stays
going to
out.
pay off now. Stays out. What?
And he's in
And he's in the wall.
Yeah, so what Hyder's doing, or at least attempting to doing, is that he's going to go long here. Now, he's doing one or two things. Either he believes he can make it on one less pit stop by going out longer, or what he's hoping is by pitting later, he'll have better tires to attack Thurston later. So it's going to be a big strategy here on whether he can actually pull this off, because he's going to lose a lot of track position in the short term here. It's all about what he can do with a fresh set of tires in the long term.
I want to see if he's able to stay in the slipstream of the cars ahead, but it really doesn't seem like it's working now. They're all just blowing right by him, and I think this strategy call might be very, very, very detrimental to Alexander Hyder.
So right
Yeah,
now,
I mean, no, it's okay. Oh,
here comes Hyder.
I get
yeah, he's in. Hyder is in. He's coming in hot. Oh, that didn't look good.
See if we can
spinning into the pits, Chris Lilly, he saves it last second. Incredible.
All I'm hearing from Caden Mobley Kelly that he did not have a good pit entry, and the fact that he went slow in the pit entry, so he was slow on the restart, and now he's slow going on to pit road.
All right. Well, let's see where the race is between Hyder and Thurston at a pit road.
So, yeah, now Dimitri Mundros is going to bring it in from the lead. We're coming towards the end of pit stops. He's coming hot. He's spinning into the pits. He is spinning onto pit road.
Ooh, that is, I don't know, Hyder. That is close.
No, Thurston's just left. Thurston's gone. He's a whole backstretch ahead of him. Thurston wins the pit stop game as for right now.
Now, that was to be expected.
I mean, I know the tire wear is really important, but we're talking about a 2-lap difference. And here's why I still give the advantage to Thurston, is because he's been better at the tire management. And now that he's been better at that, he can back it up to Alexander Hyder a little bit. While Hyder, he's going to want to push it to start getting over to that 96 car. And that's just going to play into the advantage of James Thurston, because he's like, all right, I'll give you a couple seconds. I'm going to save my tires. That way, by the time you get here, I'm just going to drive by you again.
Yes. Yeah, no. So it's all going to be all about mind games here for these next couple of laps as these guys are going to get all back together. The gap between Thurston and Hyder, 3 seconds as they come across the start-finish line. But that is absolutely closing. Thurston is definitely playing the saving game. Hyder is on the attack. Top 5 right now. Thurston, Hyder, Collier, Gonzalez, Green, and Cook.
Yeah, no, I definitely think Thurston won the pit game here, because those 3 seconds of Hyder, where Hyder stayed out for an extra lap, were just, well, extra 2 laps actually, just lost him so much time that he just can't get back unless he eats everything up. It's definitely not playing right to Hyder.
So for the time being, oh sorry, keep forgetting.
I was going to say, I think Thurston, back to what I said about him just kind of taking care of his equipment. I mean, you're seeing that right now. Hyder has really closed the gap, but I think Thurston, he's just backing it down right now. He's got some lap traffic in front of him, but I don't think he's in any rush to get by these guys. He's just going to force Hyder to use up more of his equipment, and then, I mean, once he clears his 42 car, I think he's got a little bit of clear track, but Thurston does have to be careful to not get Hyder not to get too close to where now Thurston has to start going on the defense.
Ooh. Yes. So what we got going on while that was going on with everyone getting all situated, everyone within the top 5 are all spread out pretty evenly by a couple of tenths. We just saw the battle for 6. Jason Gallagher ran the fastest lap of the race, getting into that 31.5 range. Lilly just blew past him here for 6th place. These guys had a little bit of trouble at Las Vegas. They got together, a bit of chatter on the radio. They're playing a lot more fair there. Right behind Gallagher, we got Cheery. Then we got Osama bin Trafari. He's having a good run inside the top 9. And in 10th is Ethan Harrison. Bit of repairs there on that car, but obviously it's not as best as where he was before, running inside the top 3. Oh, here goes the
96. Oh, the 96 is blinking in and out of existence, as per usual.
Thurston cannot get by this 42 car. He's been behind him for the last couple laps. Well, now he's going to finally get by him. He was definitely getting held up, and that was allowing Hyder. That's one of the reasons that Hyder's been able to bring this now to a second. Now I'm really interested to see what James Thurston does. Is he going to pick up the pace to pull away from Hyder, or is Hyder going to continue to track him down? And if that case, are those 2 laps really that worth it to where you can make up almost 3 seconds?
I believe he had a spin on track. It was Ty Smith. I saw him drop down the board. I can't find him, though. So whatever's going on with him, maybe we'll figure it out later. We have had a lot of single-car incidents here tonight. But so far, nothing too crazy.
No, it's like
here
he
at the
kept it
front.
straight.
Huh, I don't know what's going on then.
I'm going in rewind. Nothing really much. He's just been chilling the whole race.
Well, alright, maybe my leaderboard was bugging out on me. But now the gap between Thurston and Hyder has dropped within half of a second. Hyder has absolutely been putting the pressure here on Thurston, and we're about to see these guys clash at it again for the lead.
I wish I could see their percentage on tires. It's really, I feel like a dying interest. Oh my god!
Oh wait, what's going on with Thurston?
He gave it up.
He wants the draft. That good old yummy slipstream.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was a little anticlimactic, but Thurston has decided that he's just going to go ahead and give it up to Hyder for the time being. Now, whether this is a strategical decision, whether this is some kind of issue on his part. Yep, we're watching Joshua Smith hit the wall.
Very interesting racing, Paul. Here comes Owen Chabinski. Behind. He's like a lap down or something. Yeah, but he's trying to gain time on these guys. Maybe unlap himself.
He's been keeping up with the leaders. I mean, he held up Thurston for a couple laps there, and he's still keeping pace. I think he's about to pass Thurston. Something wrong with James Thurston? Because, I mean, I know he wants to keep pace with Hyder, but Hyder's been making up so much time.
I think he might be playing the long game.
I gotta be honest with you guys, that was really confusing. I mean, I get, not wanting to, race with other guys to use up your stuff, but... Oh, we have trouble! That's Ryan Arnold! We have a car spinning! That's Joshua Smith right in the middle of the pack! Down the back straightaway!
Oh my god. Oh.
And we saw him hitting the wall as the leaders went by. That guy was clearly so out of control. I don't know why he did... I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not really a big fan of this guy. At Auto Club, he was one of the guys that was full throttling into incidents. He full throttled Andres last week at Auto Club, so I'm surprised he's still here.
Arnold or Andres?
Andres.
Oh, well, this wasn't Andres' fault.
I'm not talking about Andres.
No, sorry. Are you talking about Joshua Smith? Yeah, okay. This was Joshua Smith's fault.
Yeah, and I was talking about the incident last week. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at what happened. Joshua Smith bringing out the first caution.
I forgot who was it, but coming out of turn,
So going into turn 1, he's already sideways. He got loose down the front straightaway. That is Collier getting wow, yeah, he's just spinning out there in front of Collier. He wrecks into Arnold right there in front of some of the guys inside the top 5. He's just sitting in the middle of the pack. Fellas, I think that that's going to be a hefty penalty here for Joshua Smith.
Yeah, no, he just loses it. Doesn't really know how to drive the car. He decides to drift it into one and then completely just losing the corner. Clearly does not know how to handle the car. I don't even know how old those tires are and just smacks it into the wall. Maybe they're...
All right, let's go on board. Let's see what he was doing. Down the straight, he gets loose on his own. He's getting sideways. He's completely out of control down to turn 1. And then he just gets loose again, and he overcorrects it into the wall. That's unfortunate for Ryan Arnold. Ryan Arnold didn't do anything wrong there. He was already a lap down. He'd been struggling too. and he got wrecked by someone who frankly has no idea what the hell he's doing. So that's unfortunate.
He had a decent save into 1, but just the exit out of 2 was atrocious.
Benefits. Alex, I think this is going to benefit Hyder because now he doesn't have to worry really about saving or using up his equipment. Everyone is now back on the same playing field. He won the race off pit road, but I seeing Aiden Smith or
No, Thurston won the race off the pit road.
No.
No, Hyder came out. No, Hyder came out first.
Oh, you mean right now? Right now? I thought you were talking about green flag pit stops. I'm sorry.
No, I meant right now. But is that Aiden Smith in the lead?
It is. Yes. So Aiden Smith is
staying out?
decided. Yeah. So
No, that's Wayne. No, never mind. He's left down. He's left down.
Aiden Smith has stayed out on the racetrack here. He's confident that he can stay pretty competitive on his used set of tires. Maybe I'm assuming he's doing this to save a set for later. Which
no, I think that's Brandon Thomas in the lead.
No, Dunn. I need you to look at the leaderboard.
I'm looking at my leaderboard.
Your leaderboard's wrong.
Oh.
He last pitted on lap 44, so he's going to be out there on over 11, 12 lap old tires, probably more by the time we go back to green. I mean, I get it. You want to save some of your stuff for the end, possibly save, if we have a caution, but he's going to lose a lot of spots right now. This is no bueno. This strategy is no bueno.
What he's going to have to bank on here, and I don't blame him for thinking this way, what he'll have to bank on is a lot of caution starting to come out. But not in the sense of having one every lap. He needs these guys to use up their tires as well. So when he next pits, he can pit when everyone else needs to pit so he can properly save a set. If we have another green flag run, he's toast. New procedures going in. Go ahead, Dunn.
You know what's also toast?
What?
Bread.
Yeah. Good shit. But we're coming to this restart. We have a new procedure starting this weekend. If you've noticed in the previous 3 races, if we have consecutive cautions, we go into single file restarts. However, in actual execution, that ended up making things worse because that was just causing people playing throttle games on the start where they were backing up trying to get a good jump. So, no more single file restarts. All restarts from now on will be double file. So for this restart, it will be Aiden Smith and Alexander Hyder. Then we got Thurston and Collier, Gonzalez Green, and Cook, your top 6. We're going to be coming back to green here on lap 57, the longest green flag run of the season so far. And hopefully we have another good one to the finish.
Hayden Smith just disappeared on my screen.
Yeah, he did.
All right, anyways, let's go green.
Here we go.
It's like, we're going green. I'm in the lead. She fucking disconnects. Oh, and here comes Thurston on the inside, already looking to make a move. They're going to split Aiden Smith like he's nothing.
Yeah, this is just... I talked about it before. I mean, he's going to lose so much time. He's on 12 lap, 13 lap older tires. He's going to fall outside the top 10 in the next lap or 2. I just don't agree with this strategy. He's going to lose so much time here. I do want to talk about... Now, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, the thing is, right now, everyone's bunched up, so I think we're going to see people start smacking into each other again here real soon.
But I want to take a look at some of the guys here who made some recovery drives. Osama bin Trafari with a nice recovery drive. Even Caden Mobley Kelly. I'm the resident Caden Mobley Kelly hater, but he was up into the top 10 now. It's saying here he's back at 16th, so he's back where he's been for... I was going to say he was up to 11th. But, that's one that he even said that he was probably going to start in third gear, so maybe the higher gear is why he lost so much time. But, I mean... As for the front, it's the same song and dance. Right now you got the 24 and the 96 is pulling over.
Levi Lipe almost loses it out of 2.
Don't scare me like that, Dunn. But while that was going on, Hyder and Thurston once again are going at it for the lead. They're already pulling away to over half a second over Gonzalez Green. That's taken over third over Connor Trafari, who continues to press around. Goes Collier!
Oh, we got a caution.
Who was it?
That was Collier that went around. Cook's involved.
Oh, it was netcode. It was netcode. It was netcode and a half.
Well, I'll tell you this much, Dunn. Netcode is not a new thing here for Cook. He has some neck code, I believe, at Pocono during preseason Thunder, so this seems to be a normal thing for him. And unfortunately for Jeremy Cook, he's trying to make the chase. He's had a good couple of races, but tonight will not be one of them. Massive damage there on the 70. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened. So here we go. It's up ahead, 3 wide. Aiden Smith, Jason Gallagher, Hunter Collier, and you can see 3 guys trying to make 3 lanes of grip. That was absolutely neck code, but still, they were not doing any favors. And yeah, I mean, that was definitely, that was Hunter Collier with neck code for sure. Because he hit 2 guys that weren't even, near him. And that just causes a big incident, huge incident.
That's a shame.
Gotta feel awful.
Yeah, something that is kind of out of your control, and that just causes so much damage. A lot of good cars out, or at least with a lot of damage. But you never want to see that.
Yeah, Aiden Smith, Jason Gallagher, Hunter Collier, there were 3 guys trying to make up 2 lanes on the track. You can see Cook gets into it. The 92, Pete Daz gets into it. Bradley Sawinski, another incident for him. Unfortunately, there's Clinton McDonald, Brandon Sampson. That's Ari, gets involved in it.
A lot of people who don't deserve to be having damage right now just got a lot of damage.
Yeah, I see some guys just flying through the grass like Landon Warren. A guy is going through the dunes down there in the front straightaway, trying to get through all that. He does a good job with that. Let's go on board here with Cook. Let's see what he sees, because he goes on a bit of a ride. Alright, here's what he sees. Nowhere for him to go. A bit of neck code to boot.
Just not a good situation. Wrong place, wrong time. I mean, there's nothing he could have done there.
I see Levi Lipe going around as well. Another incident there for him.
Mm-hmm. Very unlucky for everyone involved.
Just the same song and dance has been all season long for him.
Mm-hmm. Well, once this race gets back green, it will mark halfway through the race, just the end of the first half, and then second lap green will be the start of the second half of the race. How are we looking so far?
Yeah, well, hopefully things don't start going into chaos here. Hopefully these 2 cautions are the only ones we have to worry about here. Unfortunately, that wreck took out a lot of good guys, especially Collier and Cook. They were inside the top 5, but this is going to open an opportunity up here for a few of these guys. And I'll say this, if Aiden Smith was banking on a yellow, there it was, because now he's able to get back, re-rack, and hold on some of that track position he could have lost if it stayed green, while all these other guys are using up their stuff.
So, has Aiden Smith pit at all?
He pit during the first green flag run. Yeah, he did not pit under the caution.
Okay. Because he might be going for an off strategy here, where he has to pit, maybe say, save it, pit one. If this race goes green, save it, pit one more time this race, while everyone else might have to pit, like, I don't know. He's doing something. He's doing something.
He is doing something, folks.
Yeah, well, we'll figure out what he does.
He's doing something. We'll find out.
So coming back,
it might not be anything. It might just be, a whole load of baloney.
So coming back to the restart zone, same 2 protagonists we've been talking about all night long, Hyder and Thurston. Gonzalez Green and Connor Trafari behind them. Coming to the restart zone, let's head back underway on lap 64.
Here we go.
good jump by Hyder. He's going to clear the 96 going to turn number 1. Jafari with a little bit of a run on the high side. And Thurston wasting no time going to the top.
Here comes the run. Oh, that is the 08 of Ethan Moses, almost losing it down the back.
Jafari had a little bit of a run, but backs it off, goes to the bottom in turn number 3. Thurston clears for the second spot. And Alexander Gonzalez, he's had a quiet night in that third spot, staying within about a second and a half, 2 seconds behind the duo of Hyder and Thurston. If he gets a shot, he might be a sneaky contender at the end of this race.
That was close stuff there, Armani. Coming out of turn 2, Thurston hit the wall, almost corrected it down onto the nose of Gonzalez Green. He holds on to it, though. And I agree with you. Gonzalez Green has shown incredible speed throughout his ASCA career so far. He's really the third pedal here against these two protagonists. We'll see if he's able to do anything. He's right now sitting third with a bunch of pressure here from Trifari.
The 5 of George Tulsman almost wrecked on Ethan Moses, because Ethan Moses, left, right, and center on this track, I'll tell you what, he's swerving. And I expect a caution from him coming up soon here, real soon.
Thurston nearly lost it getting out of turn number 2, but now he's on the back bumper of Alexander Hyder. He's going to look to make a move soon, but the top 2 are not pulling away now. Now you got 3 new contenders in Gonzalez, Osama bin Trifari, and Richard Cheedy.
And I'm telling you, man, these 3 right behind him are hungry. Gonzalez Green got wrecked at Vegas. Arguably his best performance yet. Started on pole. I'm going to go ahead and scratch all that. We got a battle for the lead. Thurston dive bomb into turn 3. He's going for the lead on Hyder.
Oh, it's going to be close out of 4. Who's going to get it?
Not quite enough, but actually a pretty good corner for Thurston. I thought Hyder would just zoom past the outside, but Thurston with a great job managing the bottom in turns 3 and 4. Let's see if he can throw it off in there. He's going to clear Hyder, but Hyder with a big run on the outside as he easily clears the 96 coming out of turn 2.
Oh, fellas, they're throwing sliders on each other now. That's how you know the coats are coming off. They are going at it here for the lead. Hyder and Thurston. Trifari now going past Gonzalez Green for third. Cherry in tow. Things are getting aggressive here at the end of lap 69. Nice.
Yeah, no, again, we still have a lot. What is it? It's like 60 laps to go after this, and they're already making moves like this. This only makes you wonder what's going to happen 30, 40 laps from now.
All right, I have a question for all of you. If Trifari is in the position,
He's dumping him. He's dumping him.
Do we see Osama bin Trifari?
He's dumping him.
Absolutely. Here's the problem, though, and I think Trifari needs to keep this in mind. He is coming in tonight 2 penalty points. For the viewers that don't know, viewers that didn't watch Hot Seat this morning, you need 2.5 penalty points to get a suspension. He is 0.5 away. Any contact at all that's involved in an incident will get him suspended. He's been doing a great job so far tonight. No contact to speak of. So he can't really do that unless he wants to get a suspension and probably get his win taken away.
You should also watch the Hot Seat after this race, though. So, yeah.
Just go to it's on YouTube. All you have to do.
We're already on YouTube.
Yeah, well, listen. Just when you're done watching this, go back to the channel. But you guys don't know, Alliance Stock Car Association, and just go to Hot Seat.
Most recent one. You'll see a very fat guy on the thumbnail.
Yeah, where we talk about the penalty points, or we talk about how we can send food over to our own Gavin Graham's house.
Yeah. Guys, things are getting aggressive here for the lead. Thurston leaning on the right rear of Hyder. Things are getting inches close between these two as they come out of turn 2.
Oh. Gavin, what if I ordered DoorDash, but like I DoorDashed Circle K to your house?
First off,
would that be a conflict of interest?
Problem.
Would that be a conflict of interest?
Problem. Circle K doesn't work with DoorDash.
Really?
Yeah, they don't.
What about Grubhub then?
No, we don't do any delivery.
Uber Eats.
No, we don't do any delivery.
Why does that have to be
Wow,
circle?
you should step up your game.
Here, instead of talking about DoorDash, we should probably talk about the fact that Trafari is here and he's going for the lead here.
Sorry, I just wanted to order Circle K to your house because I thought it'd be really fun.
If I wanted to get
He
Circle
sees
K,
the 2 towers in front of him.
he sees the 2 towers in front of him and he wants to knock them down. Lap 74, coming out of turn 4, it's Hyder, Thurston, and now Trafari.
Hyder blocks. Very close. Listen, they can only be on each other's bumper for so long. God knows when one of them's gonna get turned.
Well, they've been taking care of themselves pretty well for the most part, but now that we're getting to the longer end, to the second half of the race, they're going to get a lot more aggressive, especially now that you got guys like Trafari, Cheaty, and now even Chris Lilly has entered into the
Caution!
top 5.
What is that? I'm looking. I'm searching.
Find it.
Mac Grab.
Oh no, Mac.
Not again.
Mac, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Caden Mobley Kelly is involved. Only a little bit, though.
All right, let's take a look. Let's see if I can find our replay and see what happened with these guys. They were pretty far back, but we'll see.
It turned 2. It was coming out of turn 2. Mac Grab. That's Caden Mobley Kelly. That's Aiden Smith. My bad.
Yeah. So, that's interesting. And he spins down the
because
track.
I'm thinking about the Royal Hawaiian car or whatever. Wait, no, but that's Penske. Why am I thinking Caden Mobley Kelly? Oh, because Caden Mobley Kelly has that like light blue car, doesn't he?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's why I'm mistaken him. That's my bad. My bad, gang. So it looks like.
No, go ahead, and then I'll.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, in this, it looks like Mac Grab runs the corner just a little too hard, misjudges the gap, or maybe, I think it's Aiden Smith actually kind of straightens out, just barely enough. Yeah, no, Aiden Smith just checks up just barely enough in the corner, and Mac Grab runs into him on the bumper.
Yeah, that's such a close one right there. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, he's battling back over there outside the top 15. We're going 3 wide here. Mac Grab obviously has way more grip, but, I mean, we're coming towards the exit of the corner. That is such a late move to the outside, especially when the cars are obviously sliding up the track. I'm going to say that's on Smith, maybe a little bit. Maybe I think a racing deal would be a little bit more appropriate deal.
Racing deal.
That's unfortunate for Mac Grab as he goes around, slides back up in front of traffic. Fortunately, nobody will hit him.
I was going to say, another yellow. Ironically, close to Caden Mobley Kelly, when Ethan Harrison and Aiden Aravello got together just underneath Mobley Kelly on the backstretch and heading to turn 3. So we probably could add a yellow close to Mobley Kelly.
Listen, I avoid talking about the flag status because I know I will summon the commentator's curse.
So Mac Grab will bring it back on track here. He has minimal damage, but damage nonetheless. That's going to hurt his night. Although it wasn't going too great to begin with. We have green flag pit stops. We got more guys coming in from a lap down. And this time we have a lot more people staying out on the track.
Is Mondros in the lead? Or is that
yes,
my leader?
Moondros is in the lead right now. I'm going to go over the order for you. We got Moondros, then we got Thomas, we got Davis, Sawinski, Cook, Warren. Those 6 have stayed out on the racetrack.
Oh my God. Okay, so Thurston and Hyder both stopped for tires.
Yes.
But Kevin, do remind me, how many tire sets do we get per race?
Well, I think it's 4. Let me just quickly double check, but I do believe it is 4. Let me see.
Yes, I do believe it is 4, which means that these guys have been using up their tire sets.
Yeah, so
and we're only a little over halfway.
Well, Don, let me tell you this: when it comes to race winning, all right, and this is really just what it comes down to. Especially with these two and how competitive that they've been running. They've been pushing each other to go faster all night long. You need to be on those fresh set of tires. You need to be on the fastest set of tires. They're going to pay for it at the end of the race, but what they're banking on is that they can go green the rest of the way. Because if these guys can hold on to their track position and get into a point in the race where everybody has to stop for, at least for them, their final set of tires, they're going to have that extra set and the track position to boot. So it's a big risk here for these guys, but it might just be worth it.
Yeah, no, because I would say if I have 4 sets of tires and I've already pitted twice for new sets, that means I only have about 1 set left.
Well, I don't think that first set counts. I think that... Well,
it doesn't?
I don't think so.
Well, if it's a total of 4 sets of tires,
Well, then
that
I
means
get-
you
yeah,
start
then-
with one,
Mhm.
you pit for
Yeah,
one,
then you get-
then you get another,
that
and
would
then you
mean
have
they
one
have
left.
one. So for the next, so for most of these guys behind Warren, they are down to one final set. So everybody
Unless
6
we're
and
wrong.
above, unless we're wrong, we might be wrong. We don't know.
We might be wrong.
We might
Well,
be
I
wrong.
imagine when they say 4 sets, I mean, isn't it typically like it's 4 sets in the pits? And they
Yeah,
don't
that's
really
what I was thinking. Yeah, so I think they
go.
actually have 5, which means they have 2 sets left. If they had 1 set left for the half of the race, I don't
That'd be
think they would have
scary.
stopped. Yeah, I don't think they would have
Okay,
stopped.
so when we say they have 4 sets, they got 4 sets in the pits.
There
The
you
one
go.
thing I will mention is that that it might be a wrong move because these guys, those tires weren't that old, and they already the recent set that they just took out wasn't that old. That was only like 10 or so laps as compared to the
Well,
30-year-old laps tires. So
Dunn, you don't know.
it
Dunn,
might
you
be a-
don't know this. Dunn, you don't know this. I'll tell you this. Atlanta is by far the harshest track when it comes to tire wear. It is so rough. Even after 10 laps, you are costing yourselves tenths of lap time each time around. We're back underway, and you can just see the top 7 with massive wheel spin. That's what I'm talking about, Dunn.
Yeah, no, but I'm just thinking if you run out of sets early in the race, you might be screwed late race. And
Maybe
late race
look
is
at.
what
I mean,
counts.
look at him charge to the field on those fresh set of tires. Cheery is stuck behind the 77 of Harrison.
And he said he don't know car.
And you can just see them chopping through the field. The guys on the fresh sets
Rewind.
being led by Thurston.
Move made by, I think that's Jeremy Cook around the inside of the 33 of Miles Davis. Just getting right around him, especially after they sent the 3 wide in turn 4. Anyways, here they go into turn 2.
Yeah, I don't understand the strategy at all, especially with Aiden Smith. He's still like a
Neither do
rock.
I.
Like the none of us do.
Uh-oh.
Hold on to her, boys.
Harrison
Hang on.
almost caused the big one. Never mind, it might be the 09 who causes the big one of Aiden Revelo. But they keep it good.
Well, he had contact with Ethan Harrison before the caution came out, but I was going to say, we saw when Aiden Smith, the 4th, he was out with like about 10 to 12 lap older tires, and he felt like a rock. So I don't know why these guys are going out there and they're thinking, yeah, it didn't work the last time. Let's see if it'll work this time, because clearly it's not, now that James Thurston is cleared to the lead.
So now the top 2 all night are going for the top 2. They've got it now past Moondrush. Trafari will follow. The top 3 from the previous restart are the top 3 now as the remaining leaders like Gonzalez Green charge to the field.
Gonna be tough. The field's packed up right behind them. You know, typically we like to see them spread out a little, but especially after that caution, they're all together. 2 guys on the hit. That would be Kid Mobley Kelly and Aiden Smith almost got it into each other because they both hit the wall going into one. Here comes Harrison sliding up, almost smacking. Because I think if anything happens, I think Harrison here might be the catalyst. And that is the Landon Warren up in the top 10. It's also smacking the wall.
Yeah, well, Harrison.
night.
Oh, sorry.
You good. Harrison's night has gone from like just it has progressively gotten worse and worse. He went from competing for the lead, and now he was back battling outside of the top 10. Now he's getting involved in incidents. It has just not been the night that Ethan Harrison has been looking for. He's had a lot of speed so far this season, but just has gone into. Of course, there's the incident in Vegas. Just not. It has not been the start to the season that Ethan Harrison really, given his speed, has really deserves.
Yeah, Harrison's outside the top 20 now. Like, he is falling like a rock. This strategy has not worked out for him the way he was hoping. So we'll see if he's going to have to hope on a yellow. Because if he gets another yellow, he's going to have to come in and take a stop. If not, he'll have to pit under green. And his race surely will be over from there. Right now, the fastest one on old tires is Moondross. He holds on to 7th. He's holding on relatively well, all things considered, compared to everybody else. Right now, racing with a Revelo for 7th place.
Tell you what, this is very interesting. We see up in 3rd place, that is Conchafari showing everyone that he can keep pace with these guys.
Oh yeah, Trafari, now that he got the track position, he's been able to stay up there with the top 2. My worry is, what does he do when he gets to the top 2?
I said this earlier, guys. I know that we want to see him do something silly, all right? Because that's what he does, all right? At Vegas, he wrecked Harrison and Davis to get the win at Vegas. At Auto Club, he caused a crash late that almost manipulated the race. He is sitting at 2 penalty points. anything at all that causes any misfortune to any driver, even himself, will give him that half point that he needs for a suspension. He knows that going into tonight. I mentioned it. So...
Sorry, Dimitri Mundros just got on the back of Levi Leip, almost causing a caution. They're able to keep it green.
Yeah, but he's got to be careful, and I think he will be careful. He understands the implications of him getting suspended now would be pretty harsh.
Mm-hmm. What you're saying is, if he didn't have those penalty points, he would have already...
Ethan Moses!
He's fine.
He hit the wall and then went to the grass. He's covering the track left and right with his rubber.
Yeah, he's having a hard time.
Almost collected people, but he's good.
Now the race is looking very similar to how it did at the beginning. Thurston kind of holding his own up at the front, Hyder, a couple tenths back. But, I think now that these two are going to try to save what they got, on lap 89, so under 50 laps to go, coming up on 40 to go. I think these two, they're going to save a little bit of what they got, take care of themselves, so that they can really push forward at the end. Especially now that you got a guy like Jafari in the mix.
Yeah, Aiden Smith. Yeah, so he got loose down the back straightaway. There's a big bump in the middle of the back straightaway. And remember, he's on old tires. He's still hitting the wall here. Tons of damage there on the 89. He's still hitting the wall here, trying to say hi for these guys. I'm telling you, it's been a rough night. He is, again, into the wall. Almost got hit by Davis.
Oh, almost hit Davis.
Yeah, so he'll be fine here. He just got to limp it back around. Unfortunately, Aiden Smith's strategy did not work out.
Not at all. Smacking the wall isn't really good for your pitch strategy, some say.
Don't say.
Some say. Some do say that. So it's a common say. It's a saying in the iRacing world, or even in the racing world, where hitting the wall isn't really good for your strategy.
Really? I'll keep that in note for next time when I start the college series.
You should.
So, I want to go as the resident Caden Mobley Kelly hater. I'm going to take a look at Mobley right now, and he's had a decent recovery. He's now up to 8th, after that terrible restart that I will continue to mention over and over again. Now he has worked his way up to the 8th position, started 7th. He's got about a second and a half, 1.7 seconds to Aiden Arevalo. Arevalo, yeah, I'm now turning to Gavin. All right, Arevalo. But yeah, so pretty good recovery drive from Mobley Kelly so far after that horrid start.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but the battle for the lead is going on now. Hyder's turning on the Jets to the outside on Thurston for the lead. Citry had a move there on Hyder beforehand. Hyder took that move to the inside as an invitation to go high. Caution down the speedway.
Ooh, here we go.
Looking, I'm searching.
Wait, no. It's Wayne Kennedy.
And Collier.
Oh, no. Oh, we have more wrecking. Collier around in turn 3. I think we might have had 2 incidents here.
Oh my god! Eichelberry just murdered that man.
Well.
And, Levi Leip got hit, but I think he's okay.
Oh no, Levi.
No, he only got, tapped.
Alright, well. Let's take a look at that replay.
No.
All right, so here's what happened here. Coming out of turn 2, this is William McCallie. He's racing against George Tolsma, and off the corner, you can just... I feel like we've seen this before with George Tolsma. Now, I will say this. This is absolutely on McCallie. Now, this was not the reason for the caution, I'm pretty sure. This is for something up ahead. There's Collier. But there was contact there. Let's see if I can find out what happened to Collier.
No, the real caution was with Collier. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, there wasn't Levi Leip involved. It was Jason Sameto who got tapped. But really, the real terrorist here was Robert Eichelberry.
Well, bad news. We don't have it. They were on the part of the track where I didn't get it. So, unfortunately...
Oh, I have it.
Yeah.
Would you like me to give you a play-by-play?
Give me a play-by-play, because unfortunately...
out of turn 2. So once upon a time, in the exit of Atlanta turn 2, Hunter Collier is exiting the corner with Eichelberry behind. Different lines, it's alright. Collier overcorrects his exit, smacks the outside wall.
Okay.
Eichelberry, reasonably, goes around to his left. However, Eichelberry puts on too much power and begins to lose it by simply trying to get around Collier, and then in the process of losing it, smacks Collier back into the wall, and there goes Collier.
Well, thanks for the play-by-play. Unfortunately, iRacing has it to where it doesn't draw all the cars for some reason, even though it has a setting to where it can ask you to draw all the cars. So, unfortunately,
thank you, iRacing.
Yeah, thank you, iRacing. But you see everyone coming down pit road. We have our lappers now, and that will go ahead and take Hyder to the lead. We saw the race off pit road. The 9 of Trafari passed Thurston, so now it is going to be an uprise front row here for this restart.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Fari on the front row. We don't got a lot of laps left. We're going to have about, 35, 34 to go?
Well, it's lap 85.
It's lap 95.
Wait, why is my... Oh, I know why. It's because Elijah Innes, who I'm spectating, is 10 laps down. Or 11 downs.
That's why you focus on the leader.
I'm sorry.
That's why you focus on the leader, Don.
Well, currently the leader is Elijah Innes, because he's leading the pace pack.
Well, you're wrong.
Well, this is really interesting. We haven't seen someone enter the top 2 that isn't named Hyder or Thurston. I mean, what do you do if you're Trafari? You got a fast guy in Thurston behind you. We know he's going to be aggressive. And you got to imagine that Hyder and Thurston, they know Trafari's penalty situation. They're probably going to take advantage of that, knowing that Trafari probably can't be as aggressive as he wants to. And not like anyone else in the field will want him to be as aggressive as he normally is, but they're going to try to take advantage of that, knowing that he's going to be a little more conservative.
Well, here, I'll tell you this much. There's 2 things that are going to happen. Either I don't think that Hyder or Thurston are going to push the issue to a point where they might wreck. I think that they are a little bit more respectful than that. But Trafari, what if, and I just want to put this suggestion out here, what if Trafari just doesn't give a shit and wrecks into him anyway?
You know what?
Oh, we just had our Jason Gallagher loud noise of the night.
I'm happy. I'm very excited that I'll be putting that on dialed in like a month from now.
Well, Connor Trafari just put in the chat that he took fuel only. How many of y'all believe him?
He's like Lightning McQueen, no tires, just fuel.
Yeah, I wonder.
I don't think that's how it goes, Don.
How do you think the tire wear is at the Motor Speedway of the South?
It's no tires, just gas.
I mean, he did run a pretty... I imagine the tire wear is pretty low.
No tires, just gas.
All right.
You know what? That's just the answer for now.
All right. We're done. Yeah, we're going green.
Pace car's coming in.
Green flag.
Oh, no, never mind. Thurston and Hyder are already gone.
Yeah, Trafari spun the tires off the line. Thurston already peeking low on Hyder.
And big wreck.
Oh, no!
Right in front of the field.
There goes everybody. Oh, no. Levi Leip's in it. Oh, his car's all torn to pieces.
Oh,
that's half the field. Andrus. Cook's in it. Smith's in it. Innes. Oh, no.
Huge one. Jason Gallagher already had to tow it.
All right, well, we have something to look at here, fellas.
Let's take...
Oh, chain reaction.
All right, so 2 wrecks right here. Cheery spins the tires. At the same time, you see they're bump drafting. Moondros hits Levi Leip out of control. We're trying to get both of them here. You see Cheery completely out of control in front of Revelo. Cheery gets into Gallagher right behind. There goes Mobley Kelly into Matt Grab. 2 wrecks at the same time. No one has anywhere to go, and everybody on the gas piles in. Cook's in it. Harrison's in it. Levi Leip spinning down the track. Stewart's in it. The 33 gets involved in that.
So many good cars already. Great.
Sorry, the 25 of Ty Smith avoided everything.
And then got hit at the last. And then spun it. We're watching him right now. He spins it.
Hold on. I need to see this.
The 25 of Ty Smith avoids everything.
Load the car already.
The 25 of Ty Smith avoids everything, and I mean literally everything. And as he gets through the wreck, as he completely avoids everything, he spins out on his own. That is incredible.
All right, well, let's take another look at that here from TV1 here.
PV of who?
Of Levi Leip.
Levi Leip. Rest in peace, Levi Leip.
And yeah, Levi hits Caden Mobley Kelly. Caden goes around. And then there goes Levi. And he's going to actually get stuck against the wall here with the 55.
You know who this really benefits?
Who?
Thurston and Hyder, because they weren't involved.
It actually does, you're right. Oh, this one's going to be fun.
Wow. Well, that just... I want to say that this turns the race upside down, but considering that the top 3 got away unscathed, I mean...
The top 4.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it's just... Any potential, maybe upsets, I think that just throws those out the window.
I think it's either top 4 or top 5.
Got into a wreck, so we're eating good tonight, boys.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Riddle me this, Gavin.
Sure.
If the pace car's lights are on, why are they doubling up?
Because they're bored and they are impatient and they want to go green already. That's usually what it means.
Well,
that's why they're not. That's why they're not organized. Because they're not actually. Somebody just blew their motor. I just heard someone's motor blow.
Who would that be?
I don't know. I'm looking through. I just heard someone blow their motor.
Let's see. The people currently in pit lane are Jason Duggar.
It's not OJC. I heard somebody blow their motor. I don't know who. Somebody decided to blow their motor.
Is in pit lane. Cherry's in pit lane.
Oh well.
It might have been Cherry.
Yeah, Cherry's car is destroyed, so I wouldn't be surprised.
No, he got involved in the wreck.
Yeah, so we're coming back green this time by, and unfortunately, after that fantastic green flag run, the longest green flag run of the season, it's back to business as usual. We've had about 3 or 4 cautions now in a row, and we're just hoping that we can get these last 30 or so laps in green flag competition, because we have quite the story on our hands here. We got Hyder and Thurston fought at Auto Club. Thurston won the battle there, but Hyder's been showing a lot more control here tonight. Trafari's trying to get a second win of the season. He's shown incredible pace, and Gonzalez Green has silently found himself in 4th, waiting for something to happen.
Anything can happen between Hyder and Thurston, though I think the consensus here between the two of them, although it may be unspoken, is, okay, on the restart, we're going to drive away, and then 5-10 laps later, that's when we can, throw everything to the wall.
All right, well, hopefully nobody gets thrown into the wall on this restart. Hopefully we can get some good green flag action all the way to the checkered flag. Lap 102 coming to the restart zone. It's Hyder and Thurston once again to the green. We're underway.
Well, now we're beginning a lap 103.
Oh, Thurston!
Thurston!
Bad
really
restart.
slowly.
Okay, they're able to keep it green until 1.
Yeah. All right, we're better restart this time compared to the last. Well, not for Thurston, but for the rest of the field at least.
Car on the wall. Joshua Smith. Nobody hits him.
A bad restart there for Thurston. That's the first time we've seen him make a mistake all night. He's now going to have to push to get himself back up into track position, but he hits the wall again. Now Gonzalez Green goes by. Here comes a Revelo for 5th.
This has been a nightmare start for James Thurston. Started on the front row. He just got really loose with the wheel spin. Couldn't get the power down, and he's in danger of falling outside of the top 7.
I wonder what the tires look like.
Yeah, well, now Thurston's got to pick up those jets, man. He's got to go. He is going. He gets past Arevalo. Now to the outside there on Gonzalez Green. Next up will be Chris Lilly, and then Trafari and Hyder now that they're having a battle of their own for the lead.
Looks like the field is splitting into 2 with Elijah Innes in... oh, never mind. He's a lap down. He's 11 down. Anyways, field is split into 2. That's all you need to know. Yeah, no. Thurston, Chris Lilly throws the block, but it's not enough. Thurston's going to send it. Holy moly.
Flat job.
Now you know Thurston's pushing. You know Thurston's pushing because he just ran the fastest lap of the race by 3/10, a 31.1. That's by far.
Crap.
Yeah, that's the fastest lap of the session. That's how you know he's really pushing it now. Lilly tried to defend, and now he's going here for Lilly for 3rd, and he's got it out of turn 2.
Where is he finding this pace from?
He's been withholding it, Dunn.
Yeah. He's just been holding it.
God, send this guy to the... What's the big one? The Coca-Cola series? That's the big one, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, send him there.
Well, speaking of Thurston, he's going for the lead. I was about to say he's going for Trafari's spot, but he's going for the lead now with Alexander Hyder. Oh, but he may not. He's going to fall back to 3rd.
Yeah, no, he's getting so aggressive here, guys. He probably wasn't too pleased about that restart. Turned on the Jets, made a dive bomb down to 1, tried to get 2 and 1. Unfortunately, he got tight on the exit of turn 4, or turn 2, I should say, and had to back out of it. He's going to have to re-rack and try again.
He's still there, though. I would, especially after this run that he's having. Don't count him out. He's got the secret power to just light this entire field up.
Wow, I mean, this is crazy. And then you got Connor Trafari here.
Caution.
We got a caution.
Looking. And
it looks like it's Cherry.
Oh, Mundros.
Mundros?
Mundros?
And it's Joshua Smith again.
Yeah. Joshua Smith actually wasn't the cause of it, though.
Well,
I will say that.
Let's find out what the cause of it was.
It was George Tolsma.
Oh, fantastic.
Throttles it into the 10.
All right, so, viewers. Unfortunately, they come into frame. Moondros is involved in this one, and he just comes in, and oh my goodness, the 26 just piled into the ass of Blackstone. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We did not see how the wreck started. Dunn says that George Tolsma had to do with that. A big four-car pileup into turn 1.
No. You see, Joshua Smith's running the traditional line, enter high, go low. Tolsma enters middle, goes low. Interesting line. And so they're holding it in the corner, and out of nowhere, Tolsma gets the speed boost and hits the 10 in the quarter panel, and he just goes around. Although, if I look very, very closely, it might be ever so slightly netcode.
This is why
Ever
I'm
so
happy
slightly.
that you actually watched
Like it
the
might
back.
be 1.2%.
Here, I'm going into. I'm checking. Checking. George Holzbaugh's right front suspension. Oh no, Tosmo just runs into his quarter panel.
Damn.
Yeah. Although maybe the 10 slowed up, I can't tell. Because he's keeping pace with Moondros, who's on the outside. I cannot tell you.
Well, fellas, let me go over the top 5 right now. We have Hyder and Trifari, who...
Oh, sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, no, Tosmo came up.
Damn.
Looks like.
So here's what I'm going to put out there. Hyder, Trifari. All right, they have been able to take control of this race from Thurston. Thurston had a really poor restart. Was able to get back up to third, but was not able to break into the top 2. We got Lilly now upside the top 5. He's been having a great run inside the top 10. He hasn't had race-winning speed. He's been close enough, though. We'll see what he can do. And I want to talk about this. Miles Davis, fastest in practice, fastest in warm-up. Problem was, during his qualifying lap, he wrecked and had to start from dead last. And he has made it up inside the top 5. I would not be surprised if he was a race favorite here late.
No. Stitcher's definitely showing a front pack pace, but we haven't seen him show leader pace just quite yet.
I want to talk about some of these other guys here in the top 10 as we're coming to this restart, because now due to that big incident, we got a bunch of guys up here. How about Arevalo? Arevalo's had a tough start to the year. He's finally having a decent run inside the top 10. He's trying to get inside that top 5. We'll see if he can do it. And another guy that's looking to have a good run, Cole Swaggart. Oh my goodness, he's had a really bad run going. He got involved in every single crash during every single race this season. It's been awful for him. He's inside the top 10. We saw Sawinski at Las Vegas battling for the lead. He ended up getting involved in an incident all by his own. He wasn't too pleased with that one. What? What done?
29
Yeah, look at Cherry. Yeah, look at Cherry, everybody. That car. Jesus fuck!
He's driving sideways.
Cherry, you need to bring it in. Cherry needs to bring that shit in. I don't know what he's doing. Cherry, you're not Cherry. God,
dude, the car is slanted.
He's crab walking. Yeah, so the thing about Cherry is that Cherry is battling for a chase spot. He's 4th right now. He really can't afford a bad run, but unfortunately, he might just have to bite the bullet because that car is...
His car is sideways.
All right, we're heading back to the green flag here, Dunn. It's going to be Hyder and Trifari. And we're back underway. A good start by our top 4.
To quote Chris Lilly, he said, "I'm sorry, 29, but you got to bring that in." How is this car italicized?
Well, that just happens with cars sometimes, Dunn.
That's hilarious. Alright, anyways, Thurston trying to defend from Chris here into 3. Looks like he can get it, but Trifari's going to block the advance. This might be a Hyder show from now on if he can just get that run away from Connor.
Oh, hearing that there's
Yellow
a wreck
flag.
and there's a caution.
Big crash. That is the 55 going around. We have a huge crash down the front straightaway.
Uh-oh.
Contreras is in it. Ennis is in it. Wayne A. Kennedy's in it.
Nice little evasion move by Dimitri to avoid that.
Brandon Thomas, I saw spinning first.
That was all Bradley Sawinski.
Oh, Sawinski. Let's take a look.
When you see this replay, watch that impact that he makes on the 55. Huge hit.
So Sawinski's going to hit the wall a little bit. His line is optimized. He's in all that dirty stuff. No grip up there. Harrison hits him. And then here comes Brandon Thomas. Slams into it. Here comes Ty Smith.
Oh, nasty hit. Nasty hit.
Then here comes Wayne Kennedy. Ennis is in it. Contreras. Andres. Oh my goodness. Andres gets in between Ennis and Contreras. Gets through there. An incredible move. We'll have to get an on. Oh my goodness. He almost got hit there by the 94 of Samito.
Jesus, this is a... Oh my goodness.
James Andrus with Although Jason Zamino just almost murdered him. Because he decides not to hold the brakes. Thank you, Jason Zamino, for not holding the brakes. And yeah. Anyways, pit stops. Who is in? Is anyone of note in?
What do you expect? I mean, of course, the aggression level is going to greatly increase, but what do you expect from a guy like Thurston? He's going to have to obviously not do what he did the last time. What about a guy like Chris Lilly? He's now finally getting himself into the mix. Connor Trafari, with all those penalty points, how aggressive does he get? But Hyder, I mean, how much does he get on the defense, or did he just say, screw all tire saving, I'm going all out the last, assuming we actually get to run every lap.
One thing I did see was that while Thurston was making the charge to the front, Hyder almost basically used Trafari as a pick in order to prevent Thurston from climbing up. You see, these upgrade cars are working together.
Yeah, so basically, that's exactly what happened there. Throughout that restart, they were basically pinching him down, refusing him to get through. That's how they're going to have to hold up Thurston, because Thurston is clearly the fastest guy if he can get some clean air, if he can get a good rhythm going. But they've been doing a really good job defending. We're going to be heading back green here next time by.
Excuse me.
Guys, according to Miles Davis, Connor Trafari is not from Atlanta.
Damn.
Wow. Well,
you know who is from Atlanta?
We're going to have to kill him now.
You know who is from Atlanta?
What? Who? Wow, thanks for just not answering your own question. Okay, anyway.
Gee, thank you.
Thanks,
you.
John.
So anyways,
John.
as I was saying, Caden Bobby Kelly is nearing the top 10.
No.
He's in 11th.
No.
So
we will not stand for this.
He gets a good restart. He's in the top 10.
Not only am I the resident Caden Mobley Kelly hater, but I got two other resident Caden Mobley Kelly haters here in the lab with me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you know who's in 7th?
Matt Grab, baby. He's come back from a few incidents, and he is up in 7th.
And he's up in 7th.
Yeah, Ryan Arnold as well. Arnold's been in a few incidents here tonight. He is in 9th. That's what I mean. How about Collier? Collier's got involved with some huge incidents. You can still see some damage on that car. He's back inside the top 10.
Wasn't Arevalo also in a handful of incidents, am I mistaken?
You are mistaken.
No, show.
Yeah, that is a clean. That is a clean number 09.
That's a clean car. Clean car. Yeah, no, it's definitely right now. This race has turned into survival of who can, stay alive.
All right,
we see as we have half the field is either. We only have half the field on the lead lap, which means the other half of the field is either a lap down or out of the race, and that's 20 cars.
All right.
Rest in peace, Freddie Grube, 110 laps down.
Yeah, I don't even think he started the race. If he did, he only lasted like a lap. But anyway, we're heading back green this time by. We're heading towards 10 laps to go here in just a few moments.
He got to lap 8.
And Hyder, Trafari have been able to control these last few restarts. Thurston has not been able to split those two apart and be able to pick them off one by one. If Thurston's going to win this race, he's going to have to go full offense. Lilly is behind him, along with Arevalo and Davis. What will they have to say about it? And how about Hyder and Trafari, two ASCA veterans at the front of the field? We'll see how they settle it as they come out of turn 4. Hopefully this is our final restart. As they approach the restart zone, green flag is back in the air.
One thing that I think Thurston will have to do here is do something that he's not very comfortable with, and that is send it 3 wide. We saw at Daytona that he's not really a fan of sending it 3 wide, but in order to get past these guys, it might be what he has to do. Oh, and we have a caution. That's Mundros.
Oh.
Unless they keep it green. Okay.
No, they're still going. Okay.
That was a 2-car wreck, and with Mundros spinning out on the track. Oh, and the 5 of George Tolsma hits him. And, no caution. Good. Interestingly enough.
Good.
Well, I mean, it was like a decent-sized wreck.
I don't give a
shit. So it should have been. Wow. That was a pretty nasty wreck, I must say.
Coming out of turn 2, Hyder, Trafari, Thurston, all running different lines around this racetrack, trying to find some clean air. Trafari tags the wall a little bit on entry to 3, but he holds it steady.
This is what Thurston wants, though. He's going to get the run on the front stretch. Look at him. He's right on his bumper. Unless Trafari gets a run out of nowhere. Excuse me?
Pretty good run by Trafari. I'm a little bit surprised, but let's see what Thurston does here.
He's getting ready to rip it. He's getting ready to rip it. I can see it.
Setting himself up very nicely here. Let's see how he does.
Not yet, but he's building. He's got the build up ready.
And Chris,
unless he taps the wall.
And Chris Lilly's getting to this fight as well. He wants to either help himself or help out his teammates. Right now he has 2 of his drivers right there fighting for the win. He wants Thurston to be no part of that, as we have 9 laps to go here in Atlanta.
It's going to be close. Tell you what, these guys have not been able to break away from the field. They're still right behind him. Oh, Eichelberry at the field, and there they go.
The yellow flag is out.
And there's the caution.
That is Ethan Harrison, Robert Eichelberry going around down the backstretch. This is not over. They're going to re-rack it.
Oh.
That's unfortunate for Robert Eichelberry. He started 4th here tonight. He didn't have a great race pace overall, but he was trying to get back up there. He'd done a good job staying out of wrecks, unfortunately.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm watching the replay right now for myself. Harrison exits the corner, comes up into him, and doors him into the wall, and Eichelberry ricochets off the wall back into Harrison and takes them both out. That was his fault. That was his fault, so.
Yeah, I mean, it has just not been the night that Ethan Harrison has been hoping for. He's just going to want to take this, be like, you know what? Just get me out of Atlanta, and let's just be done with it. It's just, there's been
a lot of incidents here tonight where I think it's just people, maybe pushing the car a little bit too much. That was definitely a stupid one there by Harrison. And, he's had a lot of critics. He has. He caused that big crash at the end of Daytona with that dumb block. He got involved in like 10 different wrecks at Vegas. I think he got involved in one of the big ones at Auto Club. And now tonight, he got involved in this wreck. And I'm going to be honest, I don't really have much sympathy for that one. That was just him driving dumb.
I have an announcement to make.
What?
Richard Cherry's car is no longer italicized.
Incredible.
Phenomenal. Stupendous. Okay. Now, boys, here's the question. Here's where it all comes down. We're going to have about, let's say, 5 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Can we see Osama bin Trafari?
You really want him to wreck someone, don't you? You keep bringing that up.
Listen, for the drivers, of course not, but for us, the viewers and the commentators, absolutely. And that just so also I can talk shit on him when we start playing fantasy football.
We could talk shit about him whenever we want. What's he gonna do?
Well, he already drafted basically half of the Dolphins offense. This is who he drafted: Tua, Tyreek, and Jalen Waddle.
Well, they don't sound too good, so.
Miles Davis in 5th. Very new to see him up here.
Yeah, no, Davis is doing a great job. Started last, has made his way all the way up here. Again, he has shown consistent pace. Again, he was at contention of winning at Vegas. Conveniently enough, he got wrecked by Citrafari on one of the final restarts in that race. But he's shown some incredible pace here tonight, and if he can keep that nose clean, he might just have an opportunity to steal this one.
Robert Eichelberry, I think, just spun out exiting pit road.
It's not good. Typically, you don't want to do that when you come off pit road.
Oh, I don't think I have a... Yeah, there's no way to have
Oh, wait, no, that was not Eichelberry. I need to find out who that is.
Yeah, I was going to say...
It was a car similarly colored to him.
Well...
Who was that?
There's a problem. There's no car that's similarly colored to him that just came out of pit road.
No, well, it was like... Hold on, I'm figuring it out. Let me figure it out.
Dunn's
it was Daniel Botting.
Figure it out, so...
Daniel Botting having
no,
his,
he
What? What did he do? What did he do?
He was going a little fast while everyone was pacing, and so he
Here,
reaches the pack.
I'm just gonna break like fucking thing here. I want to see this. What did he do?
It's lap 125.
Did someone hit Andrus again under call? Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
My god.
You know what? At least he
no,
didn't hit him that time. Yeah,
no.
he was trying to avoid hitting Andrus because he wasn't paying attention.
he just spins out on his own.
See this? Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
All right. So we're going to be coming back green here, fellas, with 4 laps to go. Everything is off the table now. You got to go. All right. If you see an opening, you got to go for it. And more than likely, we're not making it back to the white just yet. So let's try to get some good track position, and we'll see what kind of chaos turns on this restart.
This is going to get dicey. This is going to get really, really dicey.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think the man to watch right now is Connor Trafari, because he is the reason why Thurston will or will not win tonight.
All right, Hyder, and then Trafari, then Thurston, then Lilly, then Davis. Your top 5. Let's settle it. Green flag back in the air.
Oh, inside line checks up.
Ooh, 82.
That was a bad start. Bad start by Hyder, who checks up the inside line, but now he's going to try and break away. But it looks like Thurston has made it up into second, and now it's anyone's game.
All right, here we go. But Trafari's got a bit of a run there. He's going to push Thurston down the backstretch. But Hyder's got a couple car lengths, and here comes Lilly down to the inside of Trafari. He wants that third spot, maybe more, as Thurston drifts up high.
3 wide coming out of turn 4 as we're coming to 3 laps to go. Thurston is clear. He has one opponent in his way, and it's Hyder. He has 3 laps to do it.
Oh my god. He's got to get the run out of 2. Oh my god, here he comes. He's on a charge. He's faster than Hyder, but can he overtake him? He is going around the outside into 3. Let's see what happens in that next lap. This next lap might decide everything.
Died in 2011, born in 2024. Welcome back, Jimmy Johnson versus Jeff Gordon at Atlanta. It's Alexander Hyder and James Thurston 2 laps to go.
Man, I'm telling you, Thurston is sliding that thing all over the track. He just ran even faster. Fastest lap of the race, 31.162. He's putting everything on the line back now on the backstretch.
He is locked in. He knows. He's just put on the jets.
Get in there.
Oh no! Gosh.
Oh, he almost got it to...
Coming out of turn 4, coming to the white flag. Tempos are going at it. They're feeding each other's bumpers. White flag in the air.
Thurston, it's now or never. He has to throw down the fastest lap right now, or he's not going to get anything.
Well, Hyder also put...
Oh, no, that's it. That's it. He hit the wall.
It's over.
Thurston overdrives it. Citri's now going for second. It's going to be a clash for second. But finally, for Alexander Hyder, he'll come off turn 4 and see the checkered flag. Alexander Hyder wins at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And Citri just wrecked Thurston across the start-finish line. That might be the move that gets him a suspension.
Yeah, no, he bumps his door. Oh, he just slams him coming to the line.
Slammed him.
Well, we'll see if that is considered a penalty since that was coming to the... Well, that has to be a penalty. That was dirty. We'll see how that goes post-race. Chris is going to have some work to do. He saw that with his own eyes, so he has a front row seat to that decision. But Alexander Hyder, for the first time in Season 7, is an ASCA Cup Series winner. Here comes his team owner. Here comes his teammate. Here comes his good friend Landon Warren and his other good friend from CSRA, Cole Swaggart. Here comes Tolsma to boot. Fan favorite win here for him.
Yeah, I watched the replay real quick. Trafari drove that, what's that part of the track called where it's not turn 4, but it's like the little, it's like the entrance
there's no way that it's called. They just call that section a quad oval.
Yeah, I know. And so the entry of the quad oval. He drives the quad oval like Thurston isn't even there. Like I looked at the steering wheel. He was going for the wall basically when he for the line. So he just completely doored Thurston.
We're gonna take a quick look at that one. I don't think there will be much put on that, but maybe we'll be wrong. We'll take a look.
And for once, we have somebody.
All right, so here's what happened. Coming out of turn 4, Citri doors him once, and then he doors him again coming to the line, and they both crash across the start-finish line. Now, in my opinion,
that's Connor Jafari being Connor
that's
Jafari.
Connor Jafari being Connor Jafari. Will that be a suspension? Will that be a penalty point? Probably not. But
He definitely did that. I guarantee
he did that. Oh no, he absolutely did that intentionally. That was absolutely intentional. Yeah.
And he did it intentionally, and he got second place because of it.
Yeah. So we'll see what the call is from that. Again, I don't know if that's egregious enough to be a penalty point. That's usually reserved for actual on-track incidents. The wreck itself happened after the checkered flag, so Chris might just label that as hard racing. The reason why we care so much is because Connor's at 2 points. He cannot be doing stuff like that when he could easily get suspended. But I have a feeling that he'll probably get away with that. And yeah, you said it done. I mean, the first guy to actually know how to do a burnout on the COT. Look at him go.
Finally, we get someone who actually knows how to do a burnout. Like
is he doing the whole?
Hey, I got the winner right.
He's doing the whole. He was doing the whole quad hole, but now he's burned it down pit road. I'm a little bit behind on the replay, but good win there for Alexander Hyder. Good win. And with that,
fellas,
what's up?
Let's
guess who's right beside me right now.
Is it Caden Mobley Kelly?
Yes, it is.
Hello, Caden Mobley Kelly.
Hello, Caden Mobley Kelly.
The booth says hello.
The booth can suck my cock.
Wow, I didn't know you were gay like that.
Hey,
wow.
We are a family-friendly show.
No, we're not.
You both said no, we're not.
Alright, so ignore the thing at the top. That's supposed to say Race for Mental Health 195. I forgot to change it. My bad. After 130 laps, Alexander Hyder brings home his first win of Season 7 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Connor Jafari brings it home in second place. James Thurston in third. Chris Lilly fourth. And Miles Davis started last today after wrecking in qualifying. He brings home a top 5 finish. Aiden Arevalo, finally a good run for him in sixth place. Hunter M. Collier got involved in like 3 wrecks. Brings it home in 7th. Landon Warren with his first top 10. So it's Cole Swaggart and Matt Grapp with their top 10s of the season in 8th, 9th, and 10th. Moving on to outside the top 10. We got Jeremy Cook in 11th. Owen Chabinski in 12th. Ethan Harrison 13th. Ethan Moses 14th. Aiden Smith 15th. And George Tolsma 16th. Then we got our boy Caden Mobley Kelly 17th. Dimitri Mundros in 18th. James Andrus 19th. And Robert Eichelberry rounds out the top 20. Then we got Ryan Arnold Lascar in the lead lap. Then we got Bradley Sawinski in 22nd. Wayne A. Kennedy with his challenge brings it home 23rd, 2 laps down. Then we got Levi Leip 24th, Elijah Innes 25th. Aladim Contreras in 26th. Richard Cheery's first bad row of the season, torn up his race car 27th. Brandon Thomas 28th. Ty Smith 29th. And Daniel Botting brings it home for another solid top 30 for Spartan Motorsports. Going to the end of the field here, we got Alexander Gonzalez Green 31st. William McCauley 32nd. Joshua Smith 33rd. I hope he gets kicked from the league because what the fuck was he doing all race? Then we got Jason Samito 34th. Jason Gallagher 35th. Clinton McDonald 36th, Brandon Sampson 37th, Chase Gibbons 38th, Freddie Group 39th, and Jacob Mitchell didn't even start the race. Don't even know why he qualified or even attempted to make the race in 40th. And that's going to go ahead and round it up here for the Race for Mental Awareness, or Mental Health, I should say, 195. We're going to take a quick break really quick, and we'll be back here for our post-race interviews. 3, 2, 1. And we're back, everybody, for ASCA post-race coverage for the Race for Mental Health 195. This race, first half, was amazing, awesome, big fan of it, but unfortunately, that second half, we went back to what we're usually used to here at ASCA, but hey, it's a step in the right direction. So, while we're waiting for AJ to get in here so we can talk to him about his race-winning run, we're going to go and bring in second place. Oh, never fucking mind. No, you go back. You go back, because AJ just showed up. Hyder, get in here.
Hyder, we want you.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, AJ.
We did it. We won an ASCA race in like, how long has it been?
It's been over a year since you've won.
Okay.
Yeah, so AJ, you finally got it done. It was not easy whatsoever. You had a lot of competition from Thurston during the first half, and then you had, surprisingly to us, Citry came to life there in the second half and gave you a run for your money. Even Lily started getting into the mix late in the going. How was the racing competition out there?
I mean, it was great. Once again, Thurston, man, he's giving me my money's worth. Pulled the first punch, but I came swinging back. But it was super fun. Had a lot of fun racing him. Still a little bit more contact.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Still no wreck yet.
Again, I'm waiting for it to happen. AJ, I'm waiting for the wreck to happen. When the wreck happens and you two are pissed off with each other, it's going to be good.
It's probably going to be inevitable, but for now, I'm super grateful to be racing these guys. Other than the dudes in the back who still keep wrecking for 52nd.
Hey, they did a good job during the first half, but then the second half, they lost their shit.
As per usual, the iconic ASCA second half collapse. If you want to call it that, that's what happened. But I think that's really all I got to say about that, yeah.
Yeah. And what was going on with the pit strategy there in that race? Because on one of the cautions there, we saw a good chunk of guys stay out, try to do something different. What was your strategy going with pits going into today?
I did know that some guys were trying to save a set for like the last 15, 30 laps, but we just kept pitting when we had to, and we did eventually run out of sets with like 40 to go, so we were basically stuck out there. There was no way we could have gone out there to get another set or pit at all for any reason, but it did work out in the end. I think that big wreck anyways like took out a lot of the guys.
Yeah, I know, it took out everybody. It took out everybody. That was a good like 15-car wreck. All right, well, Hyder, congratulations on your win. You know, you probably should have gotten it at Daytona. You probably should have gotten it at Vegas. You probably should have gotten it at Auto Club. All right, you were a favorite at all those tracks, but you finally got it done here tonight. First win of the season. Probably one of many to come. Congratulations on your win, AJ.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. And let's bring in second place. What?
AJ finished with no incident points.
Good. Well,
and
yeah.
he also led the most laps with 76.
Good shit. Good shit. Let's bring in Connor, because Connor, you came to life in the second half. You were charging through the field here during the first half. When that second half started going, you started having those yellows. You appeared. Yeah, boo, yeah. So, Connor, first thing I want to talk to you about. All right, this was coming into tonight. You were coming into tonight. You and Moondros were coming into tonight with 2 penalty points. I want to ask you, with that lingering suspension for doing practically anything, it's easy to get half a penalty point. How did that change the way you raced tonight?
Oh, it didn't.
Didn't? So that's why you doored the living shit out of James coming to the line.
Well, that's just hard racing.
Oh, sure it is. All right. I'm sure that's what he'll say when we bring him in here.
I wouldn't have given him a penalty door in third.
Yeah, no, of course not. Of course not.
That's just like that classic Darlington finish, man.
All right, Connor. All right, but I want to talk about your race because, you know, I don't know what your confidence was going into this. I don't know if you really were expecting yourself to be up in second, but what did you learn as the race went on to put yourself in that position to get second at the end?
Well, I did some practice for Chris Lilly before the race for like the setup and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never really been good at Atlanta in any cars, so I wasn't expecting much. But like I think it was like after the first run where I was just rolling the bomb and was passing people. I just kind of kept on doing that until eventually got to the later half of the race.
That's how you cheated.
Yeah, you cheated.
I have grip hacks. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Anyways,
half a penalty point. You're gone, buddy.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're gone.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I didn't block anyone this race.
Yeah, you actually did pretty clean. You did pretty clean.
Yeah.
All right, but Connor, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Second place. That is another good finish there for you coming out of tonight. You're looking like a championship favorite slowly but surely. Obviously, you got to pick it up to get AJ because he's probably going to be winning more races, but you're becoming one of the more consistent guys here in the season.
You just jinxed me.
Yeah, I did. I did it fully on purpose. I hope he gets suspended, you little shit. All right, and now he's gone. Yeah, that's right. I said it. All right. Connor said it was nothing. Does James agree? James, what was your thought on the contact at the end?
I mean, I let him get there. I don't think he did anything too bad, to be honest with you. I mean, the second hit probably was what I would be the most upset about, but he was already ahead of me there, so it didn't really matter.
All right, well, let's talk about...
a hell of a race.
You did. You were all over the place. You were trying different lines. That battle with Hyder during the first 50 laps was intense. The moment that Hyder passed you, you came back. Tire saving went out the window. How was racing with Hyder and the rest of those guys here tonight?
Hyder is he's really quick. I'm honestly I'm kind of surprised I've never raced him before in any other leagues. He's really quick, and yeah, I feel like this race I never found a comfort point. At the start of it, I was pretty quick. I found some good tire saving a little bit on the top, but that went away towards the end of that run, and I just kind of held it up there, and he wasn't able to get by me before we pit. And then once that first pit cycle came and we got rubber the track up, the top wasn't really as good anymore, and I just wasn't good on the bottom. It just kind of felt like every lap I would find something that might have worked a little bit better, and I tried it again, and it just didn't work anymore. But, I mean, I ended up winding a third place out of this. I should have probably had a shot to win there, but I made a ill-timed move with 2 to go, and then I went and hit the wall at a 2 on the last lap. Just, yeah, I think I need to drink some coffee before these races because I keep doing them really tired and doing dumb things like that.
Yeah, well, you're also pushing that thing. You're pushing that thing at one of the roughest surfaces that we go on our schedule. So, no surprise, everybody tagged the wall at some point during this race. But, James, another good run for you. You're coming back into the championship hunt. You're, even without the win today, you're still on AJ's tail. And I expect that more wins are going to be coming here in these next few rounds. Good job on the third place finish.
Thank you, and thanks to you to Power Smash Infinity Speed Motorsports for the very fast race car today. I just needed to be a little bit quicker.
All right, and that's going to round it up there for our top 3. Let's go through some others. I want to talk to this man, Landon Warren, first top 10 of the season. And you had a very quiet race, very quiet. I don't even think I saw you once. So go ahead and tell us about your race and how you got a top 10 out of it.
I mean, I was top 10 speed. I'm strangely really good at tire saving. Oh, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you the whole time.
Never mind. Okay. It said that. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But
you were saying?
I was really good on the long run. I'm really good at tire saving for some reason. Somehow.
You don't have much to say. Do you know how you got there?
I'm not the best speaking guy ever. I just hear
that's whatever, man.
You're all talking about.
Yeah, well,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem there, Landon.
I had a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, I know you did. I mean, hey, you had few races weren't going too good for you. You got wrecked at Daytona. Fucking Blackstone murdered the fuck out of you at Vegas. Did you? I don't even think you showed.
Not the only one to murder me at Vegas.
Yeah, you got ran over by Levi too. But finally, a good run for you here tonight, Landon. Congratulations on your top 10 finish.
All right.
Now let's talk to someone who didn't have a good run. Richard Cheery. We saw you crab walking down the back with that fucked up car. You were trying to run it somehow, and Chris told you to bring it in. What happened tonight, man?
I'm gonna be honest. I had a blast there watching Thurston and AJ having a fight there for the lead, and then messed up on the restart. So sorry to the whole field really for the wreck I caused. Missed a shift there and lost it, and collected the whole field there. And then it was just points racing, and The thing is, so I came in and the tolling like fixed itself somehow, and then when I came in again to like do more repairs to the car, it just messed up the tolling again back to where it was. So I was just like crop walking.
Yeah, because
your car got italicized.
Yeah, we noticed it down the back, and we were just like, what is he trying to do? Because we know that you're trying to make sure that you're protecting your chase spot. Came in tonight, 4th in points. Really good. This is definitely going to be a bit of a points hit for you. But I want to ask you as well, you were running inside the top 5. Like, you were high up there. Were you expecting that kind of speed?
In the race, I was expecting a top 10, but not a top 5, so that was a bit surprising for me.
All right, well, Richard, one bad race isn't going to kill your season. All right, hopefully you'll bring it back next week. Go and try it again. Hopefully it goes a little bit better for you. Thanks for coming out.
All right, thank you.
All right, I want to talk to Wizard. Wizard, you're back. And unfortunately, I do have to ask, you definitely had a bit of a learning experience here tonight, because there were multiple times when Dunn was yelling in my ear about how you were all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was going on there tonight?
Car's just fucking loose.
Yeah, that's Atlanta for you.
hey, but I was actually, I know you probably noticed this on the broadcast, but I was actually one down at one point in like
Yeah.
the mid-30s because of the lap 1 wreck. Just kept fucking going for it, and then we eventually got back up to the top 15. I actually brought OJ back with me, which was funny enough. So, yeah, no, I'm overall happy with the performance. I was actually only expecting a top 20. So,
And didn't you finish like 16th?
14th.
14th. Well, hey, you got a solid top 15 out of the race. And I want to ask you as well, you know, you've done Vegas, you've done Daytona, now you've done this. What have you learned about, well, ignore Daytona, that's the Gen 4. You've raced Vegas and now you've raced here tonight at Atlanta. I want to ask you, how have you adjusted to how the COT feels and drives?
Well, I did the test races. It didn't go too great like we previously mentioned, but I mean, it feels like I'm getting better with every week. I mean, obviously, that's finished so far this season, so just got to keep putting in the work. Fortunately, won't be here next week because I have work, and that's Watkins Glen, so I'm like, but
You might be dodging a bullet.
I mean, yeah, I was good at Watkins Glen. I got top 10 there,
Oh.
so I'm a little disappointed I'm missing it, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
All right, well, Wizard, I'm going to go and let you go. Solid top 15 on the showing here tonight. Good stuff. Hopefully you learn a little bit more, and we'll see you up front a little bit more often.
Thank you.
All right, debut here tonight, and also returning ASCA veteran Millie McCallie, also known as Medfred. Medfred getting here. It didn't go to plan, did it?
No, I've never ran the COT or Atlanta ever.
Field and a restart. Test.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I feel bad for Freddie, but yeah, it's all right.
What'd you do to Freddie? Because we didn't catch that on the broadcast.
It was like the lap 1, and there's like a checking up and slammed the brakes too hard and spun myself and hit him.
Oh, that's why he didn't make it far. Well,
yeah.
Did you learn anything from today? Because it wasn't like you were done right then and there. We saw you up front for a lot of the race. No, you learned nothing.
I was definitely not up front.
Well, I didn't say you were up front. I said that you were in the race.
I was in the race, yeah, and I was 2 down at one point, got a lap back, and they're wrecking in the back. It was like lap 110 or something like that, maybe not 100, something like that. And I got collected in that. You could say a skill issued into that too. But, you know, it's okay. Learning experience.
All right, well, hey, as long as you learned some from it, hopefully we'll see you in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully you'll run a little bit better.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so he didn't have a great run, but I know someone that did. Aiden Arevalo, you finally did it. You had a decent run, top 5. You finished top 5, right? Or you finished like 6th or something? I forgot.
I finished 6th.
6th. Well, hey, solid top 10 finish. Ran inside the top 5 there in the late going. Good run there for you. How was the race for you?
All over the place, really. I qualified, 19th? I got involved in a first lap crash, I believe. Or, hell, not even lap 1. It was like lap 0. I got crashed coming to the start. So I just had to work my way up. I had to deal with a very, very loose car. I just stopped whenever I could, and I somehow turned up P6 after all of that.
Well, there you go. Well, I want to ask you this. Is this the start of good performances to come for you? Because if performances like this continue to happen, I could see yourself being a chase-eligible driver and maybe getting a championship season going.
You see, Gavin, I would say yes, but I don't want to jinx myself because obviously.
Well, maybe we should counter jinx yourself to counter the jinx. So therefore,
yes, I will have a terrible run after. I will have a terrible.
Girl, you are so right. You will be awful. You'll be such an awful driver. You'll be so awful. Chris will have no choice but to ban your ass.
Yep, he's gonna have to ban me from the league if he wants me to get any better.
Yeah.
But overall, Penske Motorsport Racing built a very strong in and out 09 car here today, and I hope that I have more terrible runs.
Yeah,
in the
you.
future.
Yeah, you too. Go fuck
very
yourself,
terrible.
you fucking
Yeah.
bitch. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Get out of here. This is my stage. But speaking of good runs, I want to talk about somebody who probably had the best run of all. Fastest in practice, wrecked in qualifying, started dead fucking last, and got a top. I believe he finished top 5 out of the night. Miles Davis, get in here. Wait, I remember you don't have a mic, do you? God damn it! Get a mic. Get a mic, Miles. Get a mic. Get a mic. What? Oh, you. All right. Hi, Miles.
God, the sun image took over this guy's microphone.
He's speaking to the fucking devil. Holy shit. Miles, how'd your race go?
I started like 35th.
Okay.
I was in the wall, lap 5. Had wheel damage.
What's wrong with your microphone?
No, let him talk. Let him talk. It's funnier if we let him talk.
I don't even know.
You don't even know.
I took an extra set of tires at one point, and it just failed my ends, to be honest.
Miles, what happened?
Like lap 90 got me back into it.
Yeah. Miles, I want to ask you, what happened during your qualifying run there? Because you had some incredible pace during practice, fastest in the session, fastest in warm-up, and then during the qualifying
I'm just a choke master. Like, I just choke on it all day.
Yeah, you choke on it all day? Choke on it all day, huh? Yeah, all right, well.
I just be choking.
All right, well, Miles, you had a fantastic run here tonight. One of the best I've seen so far this season. You are by far a lock here for the chase early on. You've had performances great at every single track that we've been to, and hopefully those performances continue as we go to Watkins Glen.
Thank you.
I don't even want to know what the fuck.
First, he had a conversation with Satan.
That
talking through a 1920s box phone.
Dude, Miles, that was fantastic. I'm looking forward to talking to you again. Oh my fucking god. So, Guy had a speaking to the devil voice. Then he kind of had like his normal voice.
And then he talked like, how he has like a sugar daddy and all that stuff. Like, he had that kind of voice.
Surprisingly accurate.
Yeah, I know.
Again, thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the gay in me talking. Anyway, Hunter Collier, you were up front early on here in this race, and unfortunately stuff just went all the wrong as the cautions began to fly. What happened out there?
Well, I mean, I thought I had pace to run, up front, up there with Hyder and Thurston, but I realized quickly that, I take showers more often than they do, so they were just faster. And, I mean, there was just not really anything to do. I was hoping for a caution to save me, but then I got wrecked out by Chris Lilly's hodgepodge of cars. I don't know which one it was.
Probably Gallagher. I'm assuming it was Gallagher.
Yeah, so I got wrecked out by Gallagher, and then after that, I mean, it just went off the rails. I got in the wall early on with the 2, I think, and then I made more contact. I was involved in every single wreck. I mean, I felt like Corey LaJoy out there is just wasn't any good, but I mean, I salvaged the top 10 out of it. It was a decent run. The Fortnite car was fast tonight. Just wish I could be a little bit faster, maybe get a podium next time out.
Yeah. What happened with that? Scheme that you had? That was an interesting one. I don't think I've ever seen a Geico. Why? Why does that scheme even exist?
I mean, I don't know. My dad works at Epic Games, so I mean,
Oh,
he was
really?
a last minute sponsor. Yeah.
Oh, really? Does he actually work at Epic Games?
Yeah, he does.
I
What the hell did you just pull out of your ass?
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Wow.
I think that you're lying.
He's on the Fortnite dev team. He's one of like the
Yeah,
graphic
really?
designers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really?
the
So,
skins.
tell me, why was it that you wanted to represent a company that your dad works for, and you chose to use the Casey Mears base for Geico?
Well, I mean, ever since I was a kid, I was a big fan of Casey Mears. He was my top guy. I mean, he was just.
Explains why you wreck so much.
Well, no, I mean, I didn't wreck out that much. I mean, the thing is that I'm fast, unlike Casey Mears.
Yeah, there
But,
you go.
You know, I felt like, I mean, that paint scheme is just beautiful, right? It's like a
It was
Michelangelo
beautiful until you changed it to Fortnite, and then I just got really confused.
I think the Fortnite made it even better.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was the cream
Graphic
on top of
designer
already
Chris
amazing.
Lilly
Fortnite definitely
likes a
turned me
Geico Fortnite car.
Absolutely. I
All
love
right.
Fortnite. Do you love Fortnite? I love Fortnite.
I love how like all the characters in Fortnite like have asses that are like twice the size of their fucking body. It's incredible.
Yeah, there's absolutely
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
I
Yeah.
know. My dad works on the dev team, that like as I said.
Is
but,
it his fault that all the asses of the characters are big? Is that his fault?
No, he's actually leading. He's spearheading the reduction campaign. If you've seen the last couple seasons, they've kind of tuned it down a little bit. I just feel like it's.
I don't want.
You cut him out.
I don't
We're
want to
trying
talk
to keep
about.
it family friendly.
I don't want to talk about Fortnite anymore. Levi Lipe, you wrecked again, Levi. Levi, you wrecked again. Levi, you wrecked again. What happened, Levi?
Well, I had pace for the first time this season, and it turns out good things don't last very long when your name is Levi Life. So I got killed by Richard Cherry.
Well, Levi, you said it yourself, and I saw it myself. You had some incredible pace out there. You were inside the top 10 at one point. Was that pace that you had early on, or was that pace you had to learn throughout the race?
I had to learn that. I was slow as hell at the start of the race. I qualified pretty bad, fell back to 30th, got a caution. And I guess during that caution, I figured out what to do, and I charged up the field into 8th place. And looked like it was going to be the day that I could finally finish a race in the top 10, but maybe
No,
it'll be next
you're not allowed to
week.
be happy.
Uh-huh.
Yep, well, that's kind of it. You crashed again, Levi.
Yeah, it's sad. Hopefully next week at Watkins Glen's better. Because anything like the preseason races, I finished 13th, so maybe.
Well, hey, there's not going to be any cautions, so hey, you'll at least be able to.
No, there were cautions.
God damn it, we can't have good things, Chris. All right, Levi,
Sorry.
have a good night.
Me too.
All right, we have 2 more people to get to. We're going to start off with Owen Shabinsky. A good top 15 finish for you tonight. We didn't see you a lot out there tonight, but how'd your race go?
Definitely not. I mean, I feel like it went about as well as some other guys. Just kind of sat there. You described it. I mean, you didn't see me much. I wasn't really up there ever. Just mid to back of pack the whole race. Constantly getting damaged, constantly fixing it. At one point, I had a clean car, but I still had a minute and a half of damage. So I don't know how that worked.
Probably
It
shit
does
yourself.
kinda
You need
look
to
like
clean
my
it
left
up.
foot's a little fucked, but I don't know. It was an okay race. Not the best, not the worst.
Well, I can tell you this much. While you came in here right on the bubble of the chase, there were some guys that unfortunately that were ahead of you that either didn't show up or had worse runs entirely. So you're going to be holding on here to the chase for the time being.
I'm 1 point out.
Well, I'm trying to bring up some positivity.
Aiden Smith beat me. We're sitting on 99 points.
Aiden Smith can go die.
Yeah, I agree.
I
say
agree.
kill him.
I think so too. All right.
I'll let you in my car the next race if you want to wreck him.
Okay, bet. All right. I'll see you later, OJC.
Bye.
And with that, we got one
With
more.
that,
We have one more.
And then after that, I have a little announcement to make.
Sure. Okay. Christopher Lilly.
Hi.
Chris, you got a top 5 out tonight. All right, you weren't you weren't race winning pace, but you had solid top 5 pace. I want to ask you how your night went.
Well, we had pace on the long run, but we actually had one today. So
Yeah,
it was fun.
we had one.
But I felt like we had like a third at the most place car. But yeah, I mean, I'll take fourth. Capitalize on some others misfortunate and played the strategy right, so we were there when it mattered.
Maybe me and Dunn were just misreading a situation during the race, but late in the going, we saw you and Connor kind of trapping Thurston. You were up next to him, and Citrify was right in front of him. He could not go anywhere. Were you working with Hyder and Trafari towards the end to try to get ahead of Thurston?
No.
No.
We orchestrated one of those restarts that was absolutely phenomenal, where we cleared the rest of the field. But no, I had the run on Thurston, and I knew Thurston was going to pass me, so I just did whatever I could to try to at least to fight him or go to his inside or do something, because that man is fucking fast.
Yeah, he's quick.
Tried to do what I could, but he flew right back by me, so didn't work.
He's quick.
Well, another solid run here for Chris Lilly. You know, Auto Club wasn't the best run last season, but besides from that, you had a solid run going at Las Vegas. You had another good run here tonight. Have a good points day, solidly in the chase right now. That's a good run for you, Chris. And that's where we're going to be rounding it up here for our post-race coverage. Done? You have something to say?
So, in the meantime of your interviews, I've done a little working behind the scenes to help calculate every driver's overall.
Oh, boo.
Huh?
You remember in ASCA
Yeah.
season 6?
Yeah, we had
how
that little
driver overalls. So
Yeah.
I just did the same exact formula, about the same formula for current iRacing, and I do have a couple of overalls.
Okay.
Starting at number 1, we have Josh Harper with 103.
Yeah, but that's wrong.
Yeah,
Because
that's wrong.
Only
'Cause
done one race.
he's only raced one race, and he won that race.
Yeah, well, and Josh Harper's dumb, and we don't like him.
Yeah.
Boo.
But anyways, starting in actually first with 3 top 5s
Guys, I
and
bet
3 finishes.
Guys, I bet it's Alexander. No, it's actually D'Angelo's.
It's actually
It
might
is-
be me.
Wait, it's not
It's
D'Angelo's.
James Thurston with a 99 overall.
Wow, really? No way. I would have never guessed.
Whoa, James Thurston. Whoa.
Alexander Hyder is second with a 95. And then they just leave everyone else in the dust. The next 2 being 91s from Frank D'Angelis and Connor Trafari.
Hey, Chris.
And then...
Yeah.
Can we have a lethal game night?
Alright, anyways, we have to close the broadcast.
Or BMMG or BMMG.
We gotta close the broadcast. We have to do our outro, Gavin.
Okay, all right, we gotta do our outro. We
Got the
practice.
outro, I got you covered.
Sure, can't do it.
What are you doing in my deep freezer?
What?
Get the fuck out of my deep freezer right now.
What?
Why don't you get your ass in my deep freezer?
What, Chris? What are you doing in the deep freezer?
Get my meat ass.
Chris, she's telling you to get out of the freezer.
My fucking meat out of my freezer, Malik.
Alright.
Get back in my freezer right now. Well, Ma, you told me I could turn on the AC. That don't mean get in my deep freezer, Malik. Malik,
How long is this for?
I don't know, but I'm ending it now.
Alright, anyways,
Goodbye.
I am Aaron.
No, you're not. Not anymore. I took your name. You don't have an ID. You are no longer a citizen of the country. Get out.
And you are.
I am.
Yeah, this is the part where you do the outro.
Race over, go home.